We
Yeah,
didn't
we
talk about
were.
P.
No, we're not talking about P.
Miyuwanchan. I send you a Twitch guest star. So if you go to your Twitch, you can see the
Yes.
invitation.
I'm ready.
Mm.
Did you want me to use my model or no?
What?
No,
No,
camera
no.
off.
We use the PNG and we talk here. We just want the
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. That's why I was just like,
yeah,
asking
no
just in
camera, no
case.
scene.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum.
We got the
But
topic
you-
list ready. We got everything ready.
Sleep deprivation ready.
Oh, we have that every week. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day too.
I've also been quite tired recently. You know, it's the weather, it's the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
Summer
I-
makes me so
yeah.
lazy.
Mm-hmm.
you're so busy too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I can be so lazy and so busy at the same time.
Well,
It's
like
weird.
you become so
Lazy.
busy that like you're doing everything, and then once you get the second to like take a break, like you don't want to do anything. Like that's what I've been
Mhm.
doing.
It's like your
Yeah.
energy is drained because you're so busy,
Yeah,
and then
you're
you don't have energy
Yeah.
to do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one, I think it's like a meme where it's like, I don't know who posted it. I saw it on Twitter. It was like this meme about how like half the time it's us streaming, the other half is us procrastinating, preparing for the next stream. And then the last half is playing games. That's exactly what my life is now.
It's like the dog meme. What do you do when I leave home? Wait for you to come back.
Literally wait at the door. I stare at the door, wait for you to come back.
Hey, hello everyone. How you doing?
Welcome, welcome everyone.
We're live. Redeem first. Hello Evil. Hello Nana. Hello Alnichi Raiders. Welcome.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Hi.
Oh my God, it's Alnichi. Everyone follow Alnichi. She's amazing. And why can't
follow
I?
her.
What?
So
What?
so that's
Who gave
where
her a shout out? Oh,
So,
yeah,
Nana,
Nick,
welcome.
this is what happened
Welcome.
yesterday or the day before when you rated me and I tried to shout you out, but it didn't work.
I think someone shouts you out before. That's the thing.
Mm.
I think Alnichi did it. Well, wait. Instead, let me give a shout out to our special guest of today, Miyuwanchan.
Hi, yo.
Never mind. I gotta wait 1 minute to give her a shout out. Let me use the collab command to give a shout out to both Miyu and Nyx. Look at them. Woo!
Whoa, proactive.
Wait,
Oh.
Mimic, why is there still a photo of my...
I thought he's gonna wait. He's gonna stay there forever.
Wait, what?
It's good that you said it though, because it means that I need to move the chat. That's not the chat. That's the chat. I need to move it to the other side so people can actually see your photo.
We suddenly have a window in the studio.
Oh, I thought of it like a poster, you know?
Oh, that works too.
Yeah.
I like how I'm just like you can barely see my mouth because the desk is covering it.
Yeah. I can make
It's
it taller,
okay.
but that will also make Nyx taller, and that's a no-no.
It's okay. It's okay. I like being short.
Nyx must be shorter than me at all times.
Wait, there's a contribution to...
Yeah,
Fit
thank you to
stream
contributing
sequel.
to this Fit Stream sequel. Thank you. Woo!
Oh my god, you're a feet tuber now.
He has been a VTuber.
Yeah.
Always have.
I just
always
wanted
have
to
been.
remind him.
It's I never forgot.
Wait, what is this contribution that I'm looking at?
It's the Fit Stream sequel.
It's the sequel
Electric.
to the
Oh
feet
my
stream.
gosh, 5 days left. There's
Electric-
74% left in it.
What? No, I think it's on 74%. You need like
Yeah.
26%. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's gonna be a fit interview. A fit interview.
A few
I'm gonna get
Interview.
another female VTuber, and my feet are going to interview her feet.
That's amazing.
That will be very interesting.
Who is
wanna
that gonna
see
be? You're gonna have to wait and see.
Oh,
We'll
that means
see,
you
we'll
already
see.
have someone.
And
Maybe.
I do have someone, and
Oh.
it might be on this Saturday, maybe,
Oh.
if she answers.
Oh god, this is gonna be
Mhm.
great.
Or maybe it won't happen. We never know. We'll
We never
see.
will know.
All depends on you, the reviewers. But hello, welcome everyone to the episode 17 of the Nameless Vtuber Podcast. Redeem throw love at Miyu. 50 bread.
I love bread.
Oh
Miyu,
my
move your head.
I wish.
With your co-hosts, first of all, I'm MsElboim. I'm the D20 Mimic VTuber. I'm doing D&D tart readings, gaming collabs, and I'm joined by my co-host Nyx Oleander. Who are you?
Hello everyone, I'm Nyx Oleander. I'm a half light elf, half dark elf who plays one too many horror games. And is very much sleep deprived today.
A tired tuber.
Love that.
I'm tired tuber.
Is there a sleep tuber?
Tired.
A sleep tuber. You just do just sleeping streams.
I feel like recently that's the only I've seen so many people just doing like sleeping streams. I'm so confused as to why.
It works.
Apparently it
Some people
does.
like that, apparently.
Yeah.
It's like ASMR.
Maybe
not.
you sleep with them with earphones, and you feel like you're sleeping with a VTuber. You hug your body pillow. You put the VTuber in the earphones. Like yeah, you actually have a person to sleep with.
I guess so. Today we are joined by our guest Miyu.
Miyuwanchan, give us
Hello.
an introduction.
Hello, my name is the Miyuwanchan. I am a Shiba Inu VTuber who has descended from the heavens to give the power of bread, love, and happiness to everyone on this mortal plane.
Bread love.
Oh, that's
Also
so
known as
cute.
That's Miyu, also known as Michan, also known as Bread Dog.
Bread
A
dog.
bread dog.
So she's the one and only Bread Dog.
I am Bread Dog. Nice to meet you.
Bread Dog. And we got a hydrate redeem. We got a drink to
I'm
survive.
hydrating with coffee.
Ew.
Mm.
I'm hungry
Ah.
coffee too.
I'm gonna hydrate. Yesterday, I think I spoke 14 hours straight.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
My voice
Yeah, it was too
could
much.
not.
How?
I don't know. When okay, there's the Steam Next Fest, and I wanted to play these demos, and I went through all of the list, and there was 20 games that I really wanted to try, and it's good that I tried them because 7 of them were really, really, really good. I put them on the wish list. I'm gonna play them on stream when they come out. Even got a like from 2 of the companies on Twitter, so it's kind of exciting. Then there were like 21. Then there's 14 other games that were like 7 of them were meh, 7 of them were really, really terrible. But all in all, it took 6 hours. And after that, I had a collab with Rikachu for 4 more hours. And then I talked with a few more people. And then it ended up being like 14 hours of almost non-stop talking, which is kind of crazy.
Jesus,
Then
Manakun.
at one point, it's like the entire tiredness from the day just hit me. It's like it once. And I was like, oh, just fell asleep. I felt really good. But then my voice is gonna be a bit raspy today. Hello, the raspy voice.
That's okay.
Recipe.
Raspy.
Morning voice.
Mm.
Morning voice. There you go.
So let's put a disclaimer. Miyu is the first person ever to collab with me. Happened a year ago, roughly.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Maybe 10 months ago. And we played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. And then a few months ago, we did a reunion. And we played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes again. That was great.
We need to
love
find a new game to
reunions.
play.
No, you keep on doing
Yeah.
that as a reunion.
Yeah. We'll just play that game and that game
Mm.
only.
Every year, we're gonna play that game.
It's okay. Every stream I've ever had with Mimic has always been a just chatting stream, if not the podcast. I've never played a game with Mimic before.
It's hard
Oh,
finding
no.
games. I don't know why. Listen, it used to be easy. I ran out of I played all the co-op games that I wanted to play, and I'm like, I don't have anything left. Also, there's you two are Americans, and I'm from the Middle East. We have some ping issues, some latency lags, so we're
That's true.
limited. And games that Keep Talking, you don't need an internet connection, a strong one, so that's easy. But if you want to play
Mhm.
games that are like action games, lag is gonna be so annoying.
Honestly.
I already
That's
have
fair.
bad leg to begin with, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Miyu, you have a talk show. How is that going?
Oh, I finished season 1 of it, and so it's
Ooh.
on hiatus right now. I'm gonna come back with better assets for season 2.
Oh.
How is the show going? What kind of show is it?
Well, it's a talk show, so I basically invite VTubers of all kinds and peoples that I loves and I don't know because I want to get to know new friends, and we talk for 1 hour and then we fight to the death for the other hour.
Yeah.
Fight to the wait. I need
Yes.
wait. Continue. You fight for
Yes.
the death?
Yeah, we fight to the death. One of us dies, for sure.
What?
Basically, like the loser will have to face a punishment from the winner. I mean, from someone who has lost literally all of them except 3, I think.
Wait, you're alive,
Mimic
so you
could
won
beat
all
me,
of them.
Yeah. I'm still alive, but that's only because the winners were merciful.
Why did we fight? I always forgot. Did we play rounds? We played rounds.
What do you
No,
fight?
no, we played stick fight.
We played stick fight.
Yeah, and you beat me quite badly, actually.
Let's
It
go.
was like 50 to 25.
I usually lose at stick fight, so that's I'm really proud of
I'm
myself.
really bad at
What?
that game, but for some reason I keep challenging people at it.
Wait,
You know.
wait,
How-
stick fight?
Yeah.
Next, you don't know stick fight?
No.
Oh my god. You need to play stick fight. It's fun. It's like $5. It's a really busted game that's like kind of bugged, but like it's a really fun game. You just kind of fight. You get guns and it's just stick
Mhm.
figures just punching each other.
It's so fun. It's one of my favorite games to collab.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I will have to look into
fun.
that. I've literally
Yeah.
never heard of that before.
It's fun.
$5. I collabed so many times with this game. It never gets old. Stick fight.
Yeah.
But you do need a
You
good
don't-
internet connection. So if you're American, I would play with other Americans. Maybe you two
Yeah.
get some 2 other Americans, and you can do a party.
Yeah, it is a 4-player
Yeah.
game.
But
That'd
tell me
be
when you
fun.
do it. I want to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Get 2 other girls who never played fighting games.
We'll
There
get all
you
the
go.
pacifists.
Mhm. I think I didn't say this enough. What charges me up is listening to girls play games for the first time and scream. That's my. That's why I became a VTuber.
Yeah, that's exactly
He's in
why.
it for the he's in it
That's my
for the
reason.
screaming.
That's why I make so many girls play Bad Mojo. Another
so-
game that both of you need to play. By the way, Bad Mojo is I think 75% discount on GOG this week.
Oh,
Bad
really?
Mojo GOG. Yeah, it's $1.50.
Okay,
I
then
think
probably.
I think Mimic
It's so
needs
freaking
to
cheap.
be sponsored by Bad Mojo.
Oh, I want to be sponsored by Xbox Game Pass, please, please, Xbox. I'll sell so many patches. Oh my god.
This looks like a nightmare with all the bugs.
It's
Oh
so-
yeah, it is.
But the
It's a horror
cockroach
game
is
from
so
1996. Well, yeah, that's what I think. Exactly.
You said that, and then I looked at a picture of a dead rat.
Oh.
Well, the rat is a bad guy. They're supposed to be scary, you know.
Yeah, but like, at the same time, do I want to look at that? No.
If
You know what? My sister texted me randomly and said the other day. My sister texted me randomly the other day and said, "Mimic just told me to go play Bad Mojo."
Oh my god, you and Queen should play this together. That would be so cool. Do it together from the same PC at the same time. Oh my god, that's the best collab. I may have made some people play it, and 50% of the people managed to deal with the game. 50% of the players just rage quit. And
Rage quit.
Zero and FaZe played it a few days ago, and they rage quit. And Queen was there in chat.
Oh, I
She-
heard about it. I heard about
yeah, she
it.
saw the rage quit. I told him it's an old game. It's 1996. There's bugs in it, all kind of bugs, like literal bugs even.
Literal bugs. It's like he
Yeah,
joined
yeah.
the game. Yeah, the game has some bugs. And then
It's not-
people assume that it's like the game is bugged. No, there's actual bugs.
There's actual bugs, yeah. But once you deal with them, it's fine. The game is. I
Mhm.
think the game has an amazing plot. And it's my favorite horror game. But it's old. And 1.0 asks, is there autosave? And I'm telling myself, this is 1996. They don't even know what autosave is.
Oh no.
It's like, what is autosave? It's new. That's a
Mm.
new language.
There's a thing
Yeah.
about this, and maybe this will segue to games. Um, in Bad Mojo, you have 4 lives. When you die, you are teleported back to the hub, which is like a sewer area. But it feels like you're teleported back to like the game is over and you start the game all over again. But you don't really start the game over. You every puzzle that you solved it stays solved. It just teleports you back to the hub, and it gives you a really confused feeling at first. Wait, am I playing this right? Is this how it's supposed to be? And I want to ask you girls like a warm up question. Did you play a game that gives you this feeling of wait, is this what's supposed to happen? Is that's how the game is? If you know what I mean.
I think I'm kind of confused by the question.
Hmm. I'll try to think of an example. Because this question I didn't prepare it. It came out of nowhere. But sometimes you play a game and something in the game doesn't work properly. Maybe the archer walks wrong, or I remember playing. What was it? I don't remember. There was an MMO that I played, and I played a new character, and the character was skipping, like a 5-year-old, when moving, and I said, so, "What is that? What's going on here?" And I wasted like 2 hours in forums and in the game trying to figure out what is the button to stop the skipping instead of playing the game. And then I figured this is the running animation of that character.
Oh no.
It was just so absurd. I just didn't know how to digest that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like feel like when games come out, like their first day or so, like there's always like that small bugs or something like that, and everyone's complaining on forums about like how this keybind isn't working when you do this or that keybind isn't working. Because like a few games came out, I can't remember. I couldn't remember if it was I don't think it was Sims. It was another game similar to that. Like I could find it if I need to, but like it essentially every time I hit control, it would just auto lock the camera in place, and I couldn't get that to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Exactly
it was so annoying. Like if it gets like stuck, it's horrible because like you can't turn the camera without actually like walking around and finagling it. And I had to like exit out the entire game and get back in, only to find out I'd do it again. So like,
oh, that's not
at that point, it was just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what it's called. It's called Remnant.
Remnant.
It's a very fun game. Underrated, in my opinion.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like I've done like a couple of like demo games where like they're still being made, and so I can't really say anything about that because like of course there's gonna be bugs in the game. Oh, you know what? No, I have one. But it was more like, so I only remember it because someone was playing it yesterday and I was watching it. The game is Simon There?
Is Simon There?
It's supposed to be a horror game, but I feel like the game feels like it's just so glitched because there was one moment where you're supposed to stand in front of the door. I stood in front of the door, but nothing happened, and I stood there for like on multiple occasions, nothing happened, and so I was just like so frustrated. I was doing it for 30 minutes and like, how am I supposed to get into this room? So like even like walking around the whole entire place trying to figure out, am I supposed to find something? Did I miss something? And then I got fed up, so I looked it up, and they're just like, stand at the door. And I was like, I'm standing at the door. And so like I tried to walk into the door, and so I was like walking into the door while I was standing there, and then the hand popped up and closed the door, and I was like, I've been trying to do this for the last 30 minutes. And apparently I was just 1 second off where I wasn't standing there long enough.
That's rough.
Are you ready for the first topic?
What is the first topic?
Let's see. Number 1, we got a topic that I thought we asked before, but apparently we didn't.
We have not.
What's your catchphrase? Do you have a VTuber catchphrase? And if you go back to the origins of VTubers, the big Japanese VTubers of 2080, you can see like Kizuna starts with "Hi domo Kizuna desu," and then if Mira Yakari was like "Hello Mira Yakari da yo," and Hime Hina doing like "Hao Hime Hina desu." Every VTuber, the Japanese ones, had this kind of catchphrase where they start the stream and when they end the stream. So um, Erika that I collabed with yesterday, she says "Ponichiwa." Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. And every time someone goes to the stream, it's like, konnichiwa. So I was wondering if you ladies have, and everyone in chat, if you have a catchphrase, a VTuber catchphrase, and what do you think of one? And if you don't have one, let's make one.
I feel like mine's changed a lot.
Really?
Mine has changed since I started streaming. I know it also depends on like time and place too. That is not true. That is not my
Nick's
catchphrase.
I'm 4 feet tall, and you can see my fit pics at only feet.
That's a beautiful catchphrase, if I have to say so, Nyx. Don't worry.
That's
I
the
guess if you
wrong
were
chat,
Japanese,
really.
it would be something like konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
That's actually cute. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
So what's your catchphrase now? Or is there anything that you say on stream usually?
Normally, when I start stream, I'll say, whether it's good morning, if it's morning, afternoon, or night, I'll say like good morning, everyone, good afternoon, good evening, or wherever you are, at the beginning and end of my streams. But sometimes I forget because there's scuff. Like I'll sometimes forget to. I'll say it, but my microphone's not on. I'll say it, but something's not working. And then at the end of the stream, I sometimes forget. But then like if I'm like talking in someone's chat, like the first thing I'll say is either hayo or heyo.
I feel even going back before VTubers, you have Jacksepticeye who's going like top of the morning to you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and you have the Game Grumps. Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grumps, and we're the Game Grumps. It's like a jingle when you start. And PewDiePie is like, everyone, I'm PewDiePie. So this kind of catchphrase jingle, I feel like when I started, I needed one. I knew I need one. I had no idea what. And I thought of a mimic attacking your D&D party. It's like a surprise attack. So in a surprise attack, I'm MsElboim mimic. And that surprise attack actually stayed every time I streamed. Like surprise attack. And people say surprise attack on my streams sometimes when I show up. People, my mods and chat go surprise attack. So it's kind of it's like an overlay in a way. It's like a sound overlay when you think about it.
That's kind of a nice way to think about it.
Miyu, do you have one? Do you have catchphrases?
Me? Oh no, it's whatever. I'm not even kidding you. Sometimes I'll just start stream and I'll be like, "Hi." That's it.
I make the effort to like at least say hi to everyone. I think that's one thing that I do. Is like I'll go back through the chat and I'll greet everyone per their time zone. So let's say we have Evil in here. We have Rui in here, so I'll say good evening Rui, good evening Evil, and then someone else will be it would be good morning to another person who just woke up. So I try to remember people's time zones so I can greet them properly.
Next you should do, hey guys, I'm the Mushroom Queen, it's time
to harvest.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's time to harvest. It's pretty good. It's time to harvest. That's a good catchphrase.
Not me writing this down. I actually have an update to my lore in a little bit.
Also, write down the konnichiwa.
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 That's the cutest thing.
It's time to harvest.
Oh my gosh.
It's time to harvest. Time to grind those minutes in Twitch.
Wait. Let's make them a catchphrase. So, mushroom in Japanese is kinoko. Kinochiwa. You can go with kinochiwa. Kinochiwa. Kinochiwa, everyone.
Kinochiwa. That was creative.
Basically into the whole harvest scene in the moon. And what about Miyu? Miyu is a puppy bread dog. Um, hello, bread. Good bread morning to everyone.
Okay, so I usually do what Nick said. I'll go back and I'll be like, "Hey, hello," to each specific individual, and then
Mm.
the classic intro of just "How are you doing today?" and then "What did you do today?" and that's it.
Mm.
But I think when I started, it was more of like, "How are you doing today?" like cadet, because I'm a bread empire, so it's just like, like my army and stuff. That's
The
what I treat my
bakery.
viewers. The bakery is open. Welcome to the bread.
Oh, that one's cute. I know some people who are like, "Oh, the bar is open. Welcome to the bar."
Mm. Like time to bake.
Oh, that's
So you
actually
could say like,
cute.
or you could say like, "The bakery is now open. Can I take your order?"
That's actually adorable.
Or more
Bread
like
morning.
the bakery is open. Get in the oven.
Get in the oven.
Get in the oven.
That just sounds like a threat.
It is. Chat. Get in the oven. No.
All right, the
Get
bakery
in
is
the
open.
oven.
It's time to bake. This is the game we will make.
It's time to bake.
Let her bake.
Let's bake some games.
Let's bake some
That is
games.
one thing we say though. We don't say let her cook. We say let her bake.
Mm. Let her let her bake. That's
Let her
great.
bake.
So what kind of inside jokes do you have in your community?
I guess beans.
Beans.
What?
Beans. I get beans thrown at me like 24/7.
Why? What's the story of the
Why?
beans?
What's the story?
Okay, so this was the story of there's this game. I'm not sure if you know it. It's called Such Art. Essentially it's a game where you're like this genius artist and you're supposed to paint random stuff. And I painted a bean. Okay, and I named myself because I painted a bean, Meop Bean. There's no context to why I'm Meop and not Miyu, but it's just Meop Bean. And then ever since then, I added bean redeems to my the throwing system, and so they just throw beans at me. And then people complained on how it was just 3 beans that is being thrown at me, so I added the ultimate bean jutsu, and so they throw almost 50 different beans just at my face. And everyone does it.
Binjutsu.
Binjutsu.
Binjutsu. That's a great. I'm gonna eat you with a binjutsu if you don't behave.
I know. And that slowly devolved into me getting the Bean Boozled beans.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's Bean Boozled Chan.
Binboozled.
Yeah.
You know, in Japanese culture, they throw beans at the demons on his. You've
That's so
been
funny.
boozled.
Yeah, I'm being Bean Boozled as an angel of all things.
Nyx, what's with your? We know there's feet and mushrooms. What kind of inside jokes do you have?
So there's one, but I feel like it's not well known to the whole entire community. It's I think it's known to maybe like 7 or 8 people because they happened within 7 or 8 people. Basically, we were watching. I was in a Discord and we were watching a movie, and I don't know what prompted it, but my gremlin voice came out. My gremlin voice came out, and I don't know how it happened. But the conversation came up to here is Schmeagol, and here is someone presented me with a quote unquote ring. And then after that happened, another person says, "Okay, I'm here to officiate the wedding."
Oh no. What a typical VC.
So you got
And
married
it
to your
was-
chat?
Not my chat, another streamer.
You got married to another streamer on stream?
And just in Discord.
Who does that?
And so it's just been
Nick's
it's been a
apparently.
running joke for a while. which is also why I have I made this recently. It's a ring pop.
Aw, that's so cute.
That is adorable. Wait.
So are you married to that streamer now?
Quote unquote married, yes.
Yeah, let's go. Do you collab together? Do you like do
Oh yeah, we collab
couple
together.
streams? Oh, it's so adorable.
That's adorable.
Do you want to tell everyone who's that? Who's your husband?
He's been on the podcast.
Which one of them?
I'll let you guys figure that out.
Evil.
16 other people.
Six. There we go. Mew's right. 16 other people.
Oh my god, let's go. No wonder they all know how your feet looks. She actually sent in the picture of her feet. It's a harem, a reverse harem.
Does it start with an
It's
F? It
16
starts with an F.
Starts with an F. I don't remember who's been in the podcast. So many people.
It does start with an F, evil.
We had like
Oh,
15
wait.
guests. Oh my god.
Oh my
We've
god.
had 16 guests.
16,
17 today.
16.
15?
Oh wait, no,
15?
15.
This is
Because our
episode-
first
15.
because our first episode didn't have a guest. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
just you
false.
guys.
It's false line. Let's go. False light is the husbando.
Yes.
We found the husbando.
False
got that.
light.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Where's husbando?
Where's husbando?
Sleeping.
Where's husbando?
And then it's so funny because
Evil that-
someone else came in later and said, "I was gone for 5 minutes. What happened?"
When you leave, but then come back to VC and there's a wedding happening.
It was actually really funny because then later on in the movie there was actually a ring in a ring box.
I love how it messes up with both communities. Like your and false followers probably like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I got married to Valdis on stream, and so many people were confused. Her community was like, "What the hell is this?"
I know. I remember seeing like the live notification for it one day, and I was like, "What the heck?" It was like, "Where did this come out from?"
Yeah, Nyx, throw your phone. Nyx, your feedbacking.
Am I?
Yeah, we can hear the radiation coming out of Nyx. She's a
Uh-oh.
Wait.
radioactive mushroom.
Oh, because my
Uh-oh.
phone just got a notification.
Oh,
Is it-
I was
that
like,
was
"Where's
your
my
phone?
phone?" I was like,
Is it from
"Where's
Fla-
my?"
Is it
Hmm?
from false? Is it from false?
No, it's from Twitter.
Is it from false on Twitter?
No.
The husbando's contacting you. We found the husbando.
We
I
found
went
a
onto
husband.
Twitter and apparently Mimic says I'm supposed to give out a kiss. What?
You went on Twitter during the stream. Oh my god.
I went on
What?
Twitter to retweet your live notification, but noticed you didn't have one, so I went to retweet your other one.
I don't have one. Oh no, I put like a 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
In 2 hours we're gonna start.
Yeah, so I just
Didn't even
retweeted
ask.
that one.
Mhm.
Kiss from Nyx. That's funny.
Okay, ready for the next topic?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
Wait, Mimic, do you have any like catchphrases or inside stories other than your marriage to Valdis?
Oh, I forgot you. I hope you'll forget this.
No. We gotta hear it.
You're
So,
trying to get out of it. Gosh.
So recently, I played Spiritfarer, and there's some Spiritfarer is a very long game. It was like 4 streams of 7 hours each, I think. And there were some very drunk moments where I got really chaotic. And there was this tuna that I started catching. And when you fish the tuna, there's this country music that starts. And I went all out, started making out a song about how we're gonna fuck a tuna tonight.
What?
and I fished the tuna. Oh, we're gonna catch a tuna. We're gonna catch a tuna. And I caught the tuna. I was like, we're fucking tuna tonight. I mean, we're eating tuna tonight.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to judge your preferences, Mimic.
and three people clipped that at different parts. So I have the whole song on 3 different clips, and now it's like the fucking the fuck a tuna song. Right, somewhere in my clips.
Tuna. Someone needs to remix that.
It's
Mhm.
very cursed. Very cursed.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
You're supposed to have a missing "et" in the stream title. She doesn't?
Yeah, she doesn't have an at in the
No.
stream title.
Thank you for telling me. Now she does.
There you
Oh, did you
go.
look at that?
Magic. We solved the problem.
Magic.
My version of Kenya's South Park. And usually it's jokes like I'm randomly chaotic. Um, what else? A bit lewd. Surprise attack. Eating the collab partners.
Ah, yes, I remember the amount of times I have almost been eaten.
Pet my hat. Pet my hat, please. Please. Jennifer needs food.
It all makes sense now.
Let's see. So this is a very general question, but let's try to focus on that. What makes a good stream? What makes a bad stream? I don't remember who. Maybe it was Peony. I don't remember who talked to me about this, but it was the end of a stream, and we were talking about what makes you think that your stream was good or bad. What will make you unpublish a stream because you think it's that bad, or maybe get clips or highlights if you think that was a especially good stream. And I'll start, I think, with the obvious, which is the energy. There's some streams you start with really, really, really high pitched energy, and there's streams that you start very tired and like, oh, I don't care, I don't want to. Or maybe you're angry, and I see that influence the rest of the stream heavily. It's also things like getting confused by chat. Like someone goes to your chat and writes something bad, or maybe I don't know, tell you something bad, and you ban them, but it still gives you this weird feeling, bitter energy until the end of the stream. There's some games that could be good, games that could be bad. But I want to hear your experiences. What made you feel like a stream was really really good, or a stream was really 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 bad?
That's a really good question.
I can think of one where it was bad, but that was because it was my fault.
Why? What happened?
So there was one stream where the stream itself, it went fine. It's just I wasn't happy with the outcome because this was when I had some issues with a couple other people. And so I was very scared about going back to streaming alone because I know that multiple accounts are made. And so I did a collab with my mod, and my mods in chat were very aware of the situation, and the whole entire time I was just overly concerned about like what's gonna happen in chat, what's going to happen within the stream, what should I expect, what should I be aware of. And I was just so overly focused on like what could happen, what might happen, that I did not enjoy the stream. And it just kind of felt like I was so overly concerned that I wasn't able to give the best stream that I could have.
Because you were basically anxious or afraid of what might happen.
Yeah. And so I wasn't able to like really give my full fourth effort into the stream. And like as soon as like the stream ended, I was just like, I don't feel good about that stream. Like I'm not gonna publish the VOD, but like I just don't feel good about it because I was just anxious the whole time. I was like on end, and I feel like I couldn't enjoy it, and I feel like I wasn't able to give the sense of joy that the viewers were watching.
I feel like I gave an advice last week. I'd never done it myself, but if you feel like something might happen in chat, you can just put a emoji only chat.
We did talk about this recently. This was a while back, so I didn't know about that or think about it.
Many things that we talk about in the podcast are kind of like practice for me. And then when something like that happens, like this week, yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I got raided during the demos that I played by someone I never got raided before. I don't know who that is. And they started spamming the raid message. And then one of them says something like, fuck your mom if you ban me.
What?
That's messed up.
Yeah, and that's a raider. And like, what do I do? And I immediately went to podcast mode. And I thought, what if someone says that on the podcast? What do I tell them? And I tell them, ban that person immediately. Deal with the consequences after the stream, if there are any. So I just banned that person immediately. Not thinking, banned, and did my best to keep going. It shakes you a bit, but because it's it's like a Chihuahua dog, and they bark at you, and you like there's nothing you can do, but they're gonna still bark no matter what. It's like a kid coming at you and say, "Oh, you're so afraid, you're chicken, bark, bark, bark." Of course, they're trying to tease you to do something stupid. And the best thing to do is ban them and keep your stream. Don't shake yourself. Nix, you remember we had this bot in our
Yeah.
chat during the podcast, and we
Mhm.
didn't know if it's a bot or not. Regardless, the questions that the bot gave us shook up everything, and we couldn't focus on the stream. So I thought, you know what? This is not a person I want in my chat. I just banned them. Um, After I banned that person, another person from the chat started shouting in the chat, "Oh my God, he banned him! He banned the raider! He banned that raider! Oh my God, he banned the raider!" And I was so close to banning that person as well.
I want to make a bet about like how much of that was planned.
The first thing comes to mind is that this is a hatred.
Yeah.
Immediately, my finger go to the shield mode. Um, Thinking, do I ban everyone in that raid? I look back at their messages. What did I miss? And it ruins your stream.
Mhm.
And my mods are there, but there's also confused because we never experienced anything like that. And you don't want to ban a raider. Although we talked about that situation when I had a raider who started arguing with one of my collab partners, and that,
Mhm.
do you ban that raider or not? Um, Luckily, that person was okay. I gotta go. Bye, and followed me and left. So I was very
Yeah.
confused. And then Arrow said, maybe it was just found it funny that you banned that person. I don't know. Um, I had later. That was a really weird day yesterday. I had a Russian guy came to my chat and typed only in Russian, and I used Google Translate to see what he's writing, and he was writing that he can't understand anything.
I get that so often, and most of the time,
Yeah.
by the time I get to that, my chat has already translated it for me.
What is going on? And it's like, can you answer in Russian? Okay, no.
No. I'll pull up
Yet.
Google Translate and just make it do it for me.
Yeah, well, I was doing a collab, so I didn't wanna. It's not a just chatting stream. When you're in
Oh,
a
yeah.
collab, you don't wanna. You know,
Mhm.
I think this is something that really, um, in the last half a year or so, I've been trying to focus on the collab partners if I'm in a collab, and if I'm doing a just chatting or solo stream, I focus on chat. Um, and I feel like if I get lost and lose my collab partner and talk to chat instead of talking to my collab partner, it's a bad stream. It's like I'm disrespecting the collab partner in a way.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
there's so many people in chat. I mean, most people are great, but there's so many people in chat who will try to diverse the attention to them. And that Russian guy started asking, "Do you let's play chat roulette? Let's play chat roulette." And I don't know what chat roulette is, and I'm not gonna play what chat demands. I'm gonna play what my schedule says, which was keep talking with Rika. I'm not gonna change that because someone in chat asked that. I have another one in chat, who one day said, it's a new viewer. One day said, "Can you put the music that we request?"
Oh.
And I'm in the middle of a game, and I told him, "No, go to YouTube if you want to hear music."
Yeah.
It's not a YouTube channel.
It's not their stream, it's your stream.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's like someone in the audience on a stage. You're on stage. Someone in the audience screams, "Can you do something else?"
Ugh. Yeah, when you're thinking like that, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it doesn't happen much, but these kind of things can really shake you up. And there were a few streams I can remember now that when something like this happens, I just stop the stream. Say, "Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go," because I feel like my energy, my mood was ruined, and I
Mm.
just I don't want to stream now because I know whatever happened is
Yeah.
gonna be a bad stream. It's really hard to get out of something like this. Then again, the complete opposite. You have streams that chat is going crazy with you, and there's all kind of funny stuff going on. The energy gets up, and you feel like this is great. This is going great, and everybody's having fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And those are the streams
Those
where
are
it's
the
nice where
greatest.
where you don't think like it's gonna be something all too great, but then when you actually like start doing it, it's probably one of like the better streams you've had.
Mm-hmm. Can I understand when Nick said that you start a stream and you're always anxious of what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that anxiousness of like who knows what's gonna happen, but then there's also the anxiousness of like I know something's gonna happen. Like there's like a good chance something will happen. That's not
Or
good.
nothing will happen, but
Or
you're
nothing will happen.
Yeah,
you're
but it's
feeding
still like a
yourself.
little seed in the back
Mhm.
of your head, like, oh,
Mhm.
something could happen.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Let's lead into to the next topic, which is did your chat change? We've been streaming for, I think Miyu and I have been streaming for a year, and Nick's half a year, something like that.
Half a year, about 6 months now. Actually,
Mm.
probably. Yeah, I think I just hit 6 months, 7 months.
Congratulations!
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you,
Claps.
thank you.
It is a question that I talked recently with my mods, I think. Did your chat change? Do you have the same people that you had when you started streaming? Do you still have the same mods? Do you still collab with the same people? Do you still see the same viewers?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, for me, I started off, and I still have some of the same viewers as before, which is really cool because those people have like stuck with me since the beginning,
That's amazing.
and I get to see them once in a while, and I'll be like really excited. Like that's what makes my day. Like seeing them appear. Like they don't have to be there, but they've been here for so long. It's just so nice to like reminisce together. And I still have some of them like pop into the Discord and be like, "Hey, how are you doing? Do you remember when you used to like stream only visual novels? Like that's where I started." And now I'm playing all kinds of games, horror games, all kinds of games. And like it's just so nice to see them. But like also the dynamic of my chat has like gone from like being very like chaotic. Well, they're still chaotic. I'm not gonna say they're not chaotic because they still are, but but like really, really like whatever they want to do to geared towards more like, hey, I've gotten more control over my chat because I've grown as a streamer, and they're like interacting with me more. They're making funny jokes. I'm making funny jokes. We're like bouncing off each other, and we're just having a good time. Like I feel like they've gotten more calm in the crazy department. And I think that's just because like I can take control of a conversation easier, and I know how to like be confrontational now when it comes to comments that aren't supposed to be there.
Say no.
Yeah. But like
I-
honestly, it's like I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I just want to say that I remember the conversation was about you actually. I was talking about how I remember when I started streaming, I didn't have anyone in my chat basically, and I didn't have mods, and I didn't have these usual viewers that come every day. My viewers constantly change, but then I collab with Miu, and I saw in her you play Doki Doki Literature Club and Undertale, and I see your like 3 or 4 mods and these usual viewers that you know them and you know their story and they're there every single stream. And I was so adorable, and I thought, man, when do I get those kind of viewers?
You really just have to like push through, because I hadn't gotten these viewers until like maybe a month or 2 into streaming, and after I did get them, they really stuck with me throughout the entire process. I feel like I kind of got lucky because everyone needs a little bit of luck when it comes to finding those people. And when they do end up on your stream, you're just like, wow, I would not be exactly the same as I am today without these people. And they make you really appreciate where you've come from and like what, like, you know, like everything that you've gotten over the years.
Are
Like
there
at least for the
are there also streamers, also VTubers?
no, some of them, like I think I see 2 of them mainly the most after like a long time. One of them appears almost every stream, and those two people are just like, those people are not even streamers. They just kind of popped in because I was playing a visual novel at the time, and they were like, oh, you should do this, and then I did it, and then everything went to shit. It was great. But like that's just kind of what streaming is. So well, like it's just like, you know, like you build relationships with people, and they like, if you get lucky enough, they're the ones that stick around. But like a huge part of that is also like personality, right? Like if you
Mhm.
have that personality, if you're like trying to, if like the chat sees you trying to do your best in this department, and you're just there to have fun and with pure intentions, they'll stick around longer. That's something I've learned.
Mhm. What about you, Nix? Do you have the same people?
Yes and no. So, and that also has to do with my hiatus.
No, that's
So,
fair.
I from when I first started streaming, some of my first followers and chatters are actually still in the chat right now. Um, they're still here. Sometimes like they're too busy to show up, which I completely understand, but like I still talk to them. And then I've met people along the way through those original friends. Um, Evil, you know it is you. You know it's you. And I feel like I've definitely met like other people through those original friends, and like I've made more connections like that and like closer friendships. But when I took my hiatus too, the people who were normally in my chat, who were like there like maybe like once or twice a week when I streamed, haven't come back. But the people who were always there before for like every single stream did come back. But after my hiatus, like I I got a couple people who were there in the beginning, disappeared for a little bit, and then came back. And then I'm also now getting new people, new chatters.
Mm.
And so I feel like there's people who have been there from the very beginning, which I really much appreciate. And then I have people who come and go every few months, which I think is the flow of it. They'll
So
be
it
there for a
changes.
few. Long time lurker here, first time chatter. So there's some people who will show up every few months, but they'll make the attempt to like stay for the whole stream if they haven't been there for a while. And then there's people who came to my channel recently but have been there for almost every stream.
Mm. What you say about the hiatus? When I think about it, after I started doing collabs, I got some viewers who were there every day, and then I took like a week or 2 week break when I went to France, and when I came back, everything changed. My viewers dropped in half, and I lost almost every single casual viewer I had, and it took a while to get new people, and it's completely new people. Um, all of my usual viewers who are always there, except maybe Nana, um, are also VTubers. So I feel like at one point, I feel like my chat or my community is a community of streamers and VTubers who will naturally have to deal with their own stuff, right? And then I have people like Off the Wisp or Nana or um, Finkel, who's in real life friend, or Quest. Quest is my very first follower. Has been there. I think he's the longest viewer. And
Aww.
there's some special viewers. There's Semi Shola Badar, who is an Indonesian um, small VTuber, but they watched me when I played this game very much alone for like 6 hours a year ago, and that was the only person in chatting with me, and we kind of solved the game together. That was so amazing. And then Sammy was there visiting me every stream. And over time, I mean, people, they go and do their own stuff. But every once in a while, Sammy comes back and like, Sammy, and I'm so excited to see them. Um, so it's like this viewer that really is marked as that special person.
Mm.
And talking about mods, I have people like Arrow, who's been my longest time. He's been there since the beginning, the first mod, and still there. We still collab every once in a while. We still talk a lot. We share a lot of people in the community. But then if you look
Funny
at
guy.
yeah, he's pretty funny. Yeah. Um, and then if you look at other mods, um, I have Anthony and Nana, but they've been mods like I'd say 4 or 5 months, half a year maybe. Um, and then I have some people who were in the community for like a month, watching every stream, sometimes watching 7 hours streams in a row from start to finish. And then they asked to be a mod, and I gave them a mod, and they disappeared.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
and this happened like 4 or 5 times, to the point where whenever someone asks to be a mod, I'm like, wait a bit. I only give mods to people who are here every time, every day. But even then, it's, the feeling is, it's not, I don't know if this is like that, of course, but the feeling is they just wanted the mod tag, and they marked this, and they disappear. Um,
Yeah.
and there's this another thing, which is even beyond that. Um, there's some people who went to my chat, started chatting with me. This happened multiple times during this year, and asked for a collab. And when someone in your chat asks to collab with you, they kind of put you on the spot in your chat. That's like that's uncomfortable. Never ask someone to collab with you in their chat during a stream. That's like, don't do it. Um, and there are a few cases that someone asked for a collab, and they're a long time viewer, and they're there every day, and they ask, hey, just collab with me once, and so on. And I said yes. And after a collab, they are gone and never came back.
Yeah.
Uh, so obviously, you should only collab with people that you are comfortable with, and it doesn't matter if they're a god or not, and people have their lives and so on. But it feels like they just wanted to collab, and then they don't need you anymore. They go away.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they just needed this more. I collab with this streamer, and that's kind of like So the
Yeah.
question, did my chat change? Yes, it changed a lot, and it keeps changing. It keeps changing, and I feel like um, I'm still trying to build this chat of viewers like you two have, of people who are there because they genuinely enjoy seeing you, and I do have those people. I do have, but I feel like I also have a lot of VTubers who, the moment they don't need you, they will be gone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of a negative way of thinking about it.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, like, I think like there's just so many like streamers who will come in and be like, "Oh my god, you look so cool," and then like they will never show their face again,
Yeah.
even after they ask for a collab. But like in general, I feel like a lot of VTubers themselves, they're like usually looking for collabs, and if they can't get it, or if they have gotten it and they didn't get the result they wanted out of the collab, they'll not want to collab again, or like they'll
Yeah,
not want to interact again, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty low blow if you ask me.
yeah,
I'm like, we should like support each other in the VTube community, not like
but
try to like boost each other off of each other, you know?
yeah,
But
but to be fair, I guess we do it as well without noticing.
Yeah, I guess
You
that's
yeah.
see
true.
other
But
We're no
people.
saint.
I think there actually is a difference though, because I feel like there's definitely some people who will reach out for collabs just for the clout, whereas other people will reach out because they really want to collab with you. And then they'll
Yeah.
continue with the collab later down the road, whereas the people who were there for the clout was just kind of like, well, I didn't get the following or the attention that I thought I would from the streamer, so I'm not going to stream with them anymore.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, if you reach out for a collab and whatever happens, that's one thing. But if you're in my chat for a while, you watch me, you give me the feeling that you're actually enjoying my content, then you ask for a collab, and whether I say no or yes, you're gone afterwards. It gives me the feeling that you were just using me. You were building this
Mm-hmm.
facade of someone who watches me just so I can open up to you and give you a collab. And uh,
It's not a good feeling.
yeah, it feels like
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, it feels bad.
Plus,
But
like,
I think the end result is just learning to say no. Just,
yeah.
hey, do you want to collab? No. That's it.
Yeah. Like just like asking on stream is just so, for me it's just so interpersonal, because it's not personal is what I mean. Because like if you're asking when someone is streaming, you're just talking to someone from chat, and chat is not as connected to the streamer as, like, I would say like a Twitter DM, you know?
Yeah.
Like I've had people ask me on like chat before, and I'm like, I don't know, I'm sorry. But then I've had people like talk to me in Twitter before, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down, because like I got like a one time I got a really nice message where they were like, I love your energy. I think like we would do amazing streams together. Would you be down to do a collab or like talk one time? And then I was like, yeah, sure. In comparison, if I got the same message in like chat, I would be flattered, but like it would just not feel right to me, you know?
Mm-hmm. You can do the thug shake. Yeah, shake, 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 shake.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that kind of changed the chat. When I look back, in my first half a year, I used to bring people from the chat to my stream instead, like, hey Miyu, do you want to go on voice chat? And then felt the turbulence that yeah, and randomly do that. And I feel like I used to be oh my god, you two play bad mojo. I want to watch that so bad.
Oh my god, that would be so much fun though.
Who's gonna play though? Who's more afraid of bugs?
Not me.
I
I think Miyu is gonna play.
okay.
Today? You're gonna do it today? Later?
Today?
Today.
Aren't you doing a charity stream later?
Yeah, actually. You know
Tomorrow?
what? Maybe, sure.
Tomorrow?
Yes, sure. I'm down. We should do it.
So I was very supportive to everyone, even when I felt uncomfortable about it. So if someone would come to my chat and say, hey Mimic, I'm gonna stream. Even if they say, Mimic, I'm gonna stream now. Even if they would say something like, hey Mimic, I'm close to 1,000 followers, can you please shout me out? Stuff like that. I would be very supportive. I wouldn't shout out, but I would say like, oh my god, congratulations, so I'm so happy for you. And I feel like this gave many people the approval, the green light to do it more. And at one point I looked back and I saw that my chat is full of people who are self-promoting. And that felt like
Yeah.
that felt like shit. That really felt like shit. Like everybody is using me to promote themselves. When we started the podcast, we were talking about this more and more and more, and I started saying no. And I started talking about this. Anthony said, I think last week, Mimic is just using the podcast to call us out. And I'm like, yeah. I am. Yes, I am.
Maybe
Because-
he's using the podcast to call out anything that he hasn't been able to do so in the past.
Yes, because I don't feel comfortable telling people, hey, don't self-promote in my chat. It's like, it's normal courtesy that you should know. It's basic manners.
Yeah.
You don't go on someone's stage and say, by the way, I'm gonna show up in the next room now. Come watch me. No, you don't. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
And since I started doing that, my chat has completely changed.
Would you say
I got
it's
many
changed in a
people-
good way or in a bad way?
In a good way, but in an empty way. I feel like I started over. I lost all of the casual self-promoting people.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't have them in my chat anymore, which makes my chat a bit more focused, a lot more focused on the game, on me, on the stream. But it's a bit more lonely because there's less people naturally. So I gotta build up. I think I dropped from average of 10 or 11 to average of 7 and 6, and now it's slowly climbing back up. This is a change that had to be done. Looking back, I see that with some other people, and it's such a weird position to be in.
Yeah. I mean, you have to like weed out the weeds if you want to build a beautiful garden, right? Like
Mhm.
it's like you're building your community, you have to get rid of like the things that will make the community more toxic than what you want because it's
Yes.
your space. You
Yes.
protect that space because it's your like I always say this like on every podcast I go on to. I compare my streams or like streams in general to the VTuber's personal space because you're inviting people onto your show to entertain them, but it's still your space and you can't let your viewers control what you're streaming or like what you're
Mhm.
doing and what you're saying and what you're feeling because like that's your comfort zone if they're there to ruin it, they don't belong there, and you have every right to kick them out. So like when I didn't realize this until later too. Like I feel like I'm not a confrontational person, so I had such a hard time banning people.
Mm-hmm.
And when it came to that, like I had self promoters too at one point, and I was like that just doesn't seem right. Like I'm not gonna go onto someone's stream and be like, "Hey, come watch me. I'm about to stream." Like that's not. It's not something I would do ever, and I consider it kind of rude too. So like, why are they doing that to my channel, right? So I think slowly as that started happening to the point where like people were like saying stuff that should not be said in a Twitch chat, and like I was like, okay, I need to start taking control of this, and then like even if I can't do it, like my friend had sat me down, she's now my mod. She was like, you need modding, and you need to make sure you're like banning people that aren't supposed to be there. And that's when we started putting our foot down. And now like I completely agree with you, because my my viewership also dropped for like also a short period of time, and also like even now like my viewership has dropped, but like slowly you build it back up, and I feel like it's a good thing and a necessary thing.
It's kind of like with leaves. When you have the dead leaves, you cut them and then it grows better. Or even with split ends in your hair.
Yeah.
I love
then you end up
I love the analogy of the garden of the toxic weeds.
Yeah. You have to get rid of the bad stuff if you want the space to be a positive environment for not only like viewers that are people that you want them to stick around, but also for yourself, because it goes back to that like the anxiety thing. You're like constantly watching chat and being like, oh, what if they say something wrong? What am I going to do after that? And like, oh, I'll have to delete that message. Like, you should not be worried about what your chat is going to say, because that's not like that just doesn't make any sense. This is your community. You want the people who you trust are going to say the right things in your community to be there, in my opinion. So like that's like something I realized too late down the road.
That's actually really smart. You shouldn't worry about what chat might say. So in a way, if there's someone that you feel is a time bomb in your chat, maybe you should ban them just because they make you uncomfortable. Because what they might say.
And it doesn't matter, like honestly, as people might have negative reactions to like like you banning someone out of the blue, but like at the same time, like I said, it's your space, right? Like I tell my chat this all the time just to make it clear to them, like if someone makes me uncomfortable, there's a chance that they're also making someone else in chat uncomfortable. And as long as there's that chance, I'm not letting them there. Because yes, this is a safe space. This is my space. This is a place where I'm letting people come in, be entertained, and just relax after a hard day. Like that's what I want my community to be. And if there is someone making me uncomfortable, then someone else is not comfortable either. So I'm banning them. It's just not okay.
Actually, that makes me wanna. I have a few people I think that I'm gonna ban now.
Oh no.
I know, not a few, but there's like a few people that I can think of like 2 or 3 people that are time bombs that maybe should make them unfollow me. Now Ryori is my main hydrator. No, it's really there's some very specific cases.
It was nice while it lasted. But yeah, like you have to get rid of those time bombs, like you're calling them, because it just ends up making the rest of your community way more negative than it needs to be. It's just a necessary thing in order to make it like a healthy relationship. You don't want it to be a toxic relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of the red flags.
I know, I'm thinking about that in my chat too.
There goes the hydrate.
The double-edged hydrate now.
It's been done.
Coffee.
We did it.
Almost forgot about it.
Also, let me share an amazing website that Arrow sent me when I got followed by bots.
Ooh.
This is the website. Oh, thank you for the stretch and hydrate. It's a Twitch follower remover tool.
Oh.
That you can you log in with your Twitch account, and then be very careful with that. But you can see all of your followers, and by date and name, and you can choose a bulk of followers or many followers. You can see who's a default, who's an affiliate, so you can see even how many of them are Twitch affiliates, and you can just block them or make them unfollow you and block them from refollowing you.
Oh.
So if there's someone who you feel like puts you off in all kind of ways, that's one way to deal with that.
Oh, this is actually really useful.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been bot rated before, but I've had people I've seen it happen to people. I've had people tell me about it. Sounds
Yeah,
awful.
I had one day 150 bots followed me.
What?
I've had a bot follow, but not a bot raid.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
mine
bot rate I
was-
didn't have, but that was crazy.
But like my bot follow was so weird because it happened after a raid, but it was spaced out so nicely that it didn't seem like a bot follow.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was spaced out like someone would follow every 15 to 20 minutes.
Crazy thing is that when I look at my list, it seems like half of my followers are affiliated.
Oh.
Half of my followers
kinda
are
wanna
affiliated.
see
I mean
this
that
now.
half of my followers are streamers, which is good and not good at the same time.
But this also makes sense because you collab with a lot of individuals, and all of them seem like really
Yeah.
nice. So honestly,
Also, found 3 partners following me. I didn't know that. Who are
gosh,
these people?
gorsh.
And what? Shh, shh, shut up, Twitch. Just wait to see who those people are.
I have like a good amount of people who it's like I feel like it's 60-40 of like affiliates and not affiliates.
Mm-hmm. In a way, the ideal is to not have affiliate followers, right? Because you don't want followers that are also streaming themselves, because they might stream at the same time that you stream. They might, I don't know, take your viewers. They might, they're basically competition. Now, obviously, most of them are amazing people, like you two. And it's kind of obvious. We follow each other, and we, even when we don't stream, we in each other's chat every once in a while and so on. But ideally, you want the viewers and not the streamers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, think you're a carpenter, and your customers are other carpenters. At any point, they could just stop and do the thing themselves. It's kind of an interesting perspective. But I did take what we just said and blocked 2 people.
A Twitch staff member follows me. Apparently, that's scary.
Ooh, let's go.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Am I on the watch list?
Maybe you have
I didn't do
potential.
anything wrong.
Maybe it's a good thing. But I do see here though that Quest is my first follower, and Miss Virus, my mama, is my second follower.
Oh, I want to go
There's
back
some-
to this.
And then there's people that I haven't seen in so long. There's Dog Frog, who followed me when I played one game randomly with no viewers. And we talked for like 2 days. Then he was gone. Well, he was gone. It's Dog Frog Dog. My God, this reminds me. This brings me back so long ago, to a year ago. This is so cool. And Miyuwanchan,
Oh, this is
who
so
is
interesting.
my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My 16th follower is Miyu.
Wow, I'm an old one.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm scrolling through this, and this is actually really interesting because there is an affiliate streamer who is also marked as a known bot.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and it highlights
Eh.
it for you if they're like a bot. But I also know this person, and I know that they're a streamer, but they're marked as a bot.
Maybe it could be a false positive. Could be serious. The
Mm.
best way to know is to watch their stream and see if they're a bot or not.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Let's categorize by known bots. Let's see. Yeah, I have 3 people. But Ryusuru is categorized as a bot, and he's not. And I don't know why he's categorized as a bot. He is not a bot. He's Ryu is a boyfriend of one of my collab friends, and he's definitely not a bot. So I don't know why he is marked as a bot.
Wow.
It
Maybe
could be that
because
before that someone had that name was a bot blocked, and now he did the same name. He didn't even know.
I wonder too, it's like
Oh.
if you show up in so many people's streams, like whether you're chatting or lurking,
Mm,
like if you're a frequent viewer in like 100 different streams,
could be.
you could be marked as like, because what did it say? 'Cause
Or
I
you're
only have
so
one.
active on Twitch.
Yeah,
that
you're
makes
so
sense.
active that they're saying like, oh, this is probably a bot.
And if another person here doesn't look like a bot at all. But it's a very fascinating website to look at. Just look at
Mm-hmm.
all kind of statistics of your followers and what to do with it, how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. This is crazy. I didn't even know this existed. Now I know who my first follower is. That's
There's
kind of
also
crazy.
there's also another one where like you can look at like your statistics of like what kind of games you play too.
Mm-hmm.
And like how many hours you've played it. I don't remember what the name of it is. Someone showed it to me before. I think it was something with like gnome. I don't remember the exact name of it. I think Nyx is at 69 total streams. What? Wait, what is this website? It's like gnome something.
Let's move into to the next topic, which is a great segue of that. Talking about new followers. And
Oh.
that's a question I think Peony asked me last week. He told me, put this in the Mimicorn, put this in the podcast. Which is how to engage with new followers and make them stay, basically. When you have a new follower, how do you make them stay? And usually
Well,
I
I.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
go
go
ahead.
me
Go ahead.
go
No,
you
no, no,
first.
no, no, no. You first.
Okay. When someone new comes to the chat, I usually, hey, how you doing? What's up? And then I feel like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like 50% of the time they would chat back. Many times they were like, oh, nice to follow you. So finally, gotta go now. But I'll watch you later, or something like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's Peony and Pippi Slayer. Both of them are great examples of that. Pippi Slayer, I don't know how she does that, but whenever I'm in her chat, I feel like she gives me 100% attention. And and when you look at her streaming, it seems like she's doing that with every single person. I don't know how. Everyone who joined her chat, she immediately gives them 100% attention, asking them everything, and they answer, and it's amazing. She's really a masterclass in giving attention to new followers and making them feel home. And then there's Peony. Peony is on the borderline of a cult now. Whenever there's a new follower in chat, she immediately asks them, "Who are you? How did you find me? Uh, where did you find me on Twitter? Did you find me on Twitch? Did you find me on Discord?" Like, she needs to know stuff, and she has list of information. Like Nyx, you have the list of time zones of people,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes people feel like they have a connection, a personal connection with the viewer. Masochist.
I am a little bit addicted to Valorant.
The worst kind of addictions.
I
So I was
know.
wondering, how do you welcome new followers and how do you make them feel included?
Yeah, no, I have my typical, like, we were saying catchphrases earlier, but like I don't have like a ending or starting catchphrase. It's just like a small catchphrase. Like some people have it. I do for like new followers. It's just the typical like uh hello so and so. Welcome to the Bread Pie Lieutenant. Let us bring bread, love, and happiness to everyone on this mortal plane. How are you doing today? And then it's just like if they respond, then I'm having this conversation with them. If they don't, that's totally fine. Like it's just like if as soon as like you ask how they are, they can like start like adapting a conversation with you, and then they start to get to know you a little bit better. They start to get to know the community a little bit better, and then you're just having this conversation, and eventually they just start joining in on chat and what's going on in the game. That's just kind of like how it usually goes. So I usually just do that. I haven't had any bad experiences with it, so I'm gonna keep going.
Mm. Oh, I see the website that Nyx shared
Yes.
as well.
So basically, you put in if you put in your username, you can look at your average viewers, hours watched, followers, games you played, and how much of one game you've played, and how many streams you've had.
Oh, really? Wow. That's actually kind of cool. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead.
Well, but this is like a week. I want to see the month or the year. Oh, 7 days. You can change that to, let's say, 90 days. You know what? Give me a whole year, 365 days. And actually, if I look at the whole year, it seems like, wait. No, give me the
Hey.
whole year.
Duolingo. No. Duolingo is winning.
Oh no.
Wow. This is actually cool.
And you can look at anyone else's too, not just yours.
Yeah. And if I look at mine, I see there's the line that shows you if it goes up or down. And I see it goes up, but very slightly. It's during this year, I would say it's how much that's wait, 90 degrees is up, right? 45 degrees is straight sideways. So I would say like 50 degrees or 60 degrees, something like that. It's a very narrow, but it's going up. Very, very slightly, but going up. And the average viewer is climbing. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And
Yeah, it's interesting to
obviously
see.
D&D would probably win. Average viewers. Oh, the Binding of Isaac has the best average viewers actually.
It
Just
shows you your
chatting.
average viewers from like when you started streaming to like now, like August 2022. I had like 5 average viewers. That's insane.
And it's great to look at it in a yearly basis or a half a year basis. So you know, if you lost some viewers from one stream today to the next stream to next day, it doesn't matter. You have to look at it in a long time span to see if you actually grew or not.
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of crazy though. I have 201 hours of just chatting. I did not see myself as a just chatting VTuber, but
I have
apparently it's my
41
second
hours.
biggest activity after D&D, which is 216 hours. Like your average viewer growth is growing despite what you said before about pruning. Exactly. So my feeling is that it goes up and down, but if you look at the whole year, it is growing very slightly. So these statistics are great to scrap your emotions to the side and put some perspective to things, which is really important.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
Where's the podcast here, though? Where's the podcast? It's not big enough.
Mine is second.
Oh god.
I guess 3 hours. Oh, because it's 3 hours every 2 weeks.
I feel so exposed looking at all this.
Yeah, and thinking that everyone can look at yours.
And like if you look at the calendar too, if you look at the calendar, you can actually see all the times that you streamed. Like it shows you
Oh
how
my
consistent
God.
you were.
Oh gosh. Why is it everywhere? Oh no. That's not a good sign. But you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, but that's a very useful thing to have.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Because it also shows like what days do you stream on the most. For me, it looks like Fridays.
And you can see what's the
Monday,
best
Tuesday,
day for
Wednesday.
you to stream, what people like to see. For example, if you go to PP Slayer, you can see that she has a massive growth, and 50% of her streams are just chatting, almost 450 hours. That's huge, and obviously that's what you should stick to because that works.
This is very interesting. Wow. Wow, wow.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow. We're gonna keep this website here.
Thank Evil
I'm
for
going
that
to
one.
It's in my mind. Thank you, Evil. I appreciate it.
So if you look at the statistics of that, Nyx, for example, how would you approach new viewers? You have someone, first time viewer, first time chatter, write something, hey, how do you make sure they stay in your stream?
So
Hmm.
I like what you said from like what PP does. I feel like I do that, but not as good. Because I definitely like if I have a first time chatter, I'll if they're actually chatting and they're continuing to chat, I will greet them. I'll ask how's their day going, um, and then welcome them to the stream, give my introductions, and then if they bring up any topics that I can like play off of, I'll continue on to that. But sometimes like all they do is like they say hi and then they leave. So it's hard
Hmm.
when they don't say anything else other than hi. And I feel like I get that more than anything else. Because like recently, like I did a just chatting or like a study stream, and I got followers, but those followers didn't really chat. But then I got chatters who then followed, and the chatters I was able to say, oh, welcome Lynn, we're doing a ASMR study stream. Feel free to study if you want. I'm doing minimal chatting, but welcome in. And then they would then ask, oh, what am I doing? And then I would kind of just say like, oh, I'm doing some work from home because I'm not in the office today, and so I thought I just might work and spend time with you guys. I'd ask like, oh, what are you doing? And then it'd be a back and forth a little bit, like a quick short conversation, but it was enough for them to come back later in the stream when they said, oh, I had to go for now, but I'll see you again next time. And then they'd come back like a few hours later.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's really just that connection, like a quick good connection of back and forth conversation between the person, whether it's like a couple of sentences, whether it's a few minutes, I think really will pull the person in. But I also think it also has to do like whether or not they vibe with you as well. Because like you could think that you have a really good connection with them, but if they don't like maybe the way you talk, maybe your model, maybe the way that um you you carry yourself, they might not come back, and that's just their own personal preference.
Mm-hmm. Like the energy
Mm-hmm.
that you give.
Yeah, they might not
Yeah.
like the energy, and that could be like another thing. Because I know like I sometimes get scared off by streamers who have way too much energy.
Yeah. That's fair. Not every streamer is for that person. Like
Mm-hmm.
generally, like I'll have people like follow me and not say anything, and they'll that I'm like totally fine. But then they'll hop in next stream and they'll be like, "Oh hi, I was here last time, totally lurking. Sorry about that." And I'll be like, "No, that's chill. Like I don't mind if you don't chat with me." But like like obviously the people who do chat are the ones you're closer to, because then like they're going to be like an active chatter. They're going to engage with you, and that's
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
way more like
Yeah, get to know them better. Yeah.
yeah, like it's nice having that person to chat with, but it's totally relatable.
Mm-hmm.
For
Talking
sure,
about
for
new
sure.
followers, what's your opinion on the Kick on the new platform?
Oh,
Okay.
I've
Then
been
it's a
I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for
oh
this.
god. I have a couple words about Kick. I it's tough because starting on Twitch, it's not the friendliest platform anymore. Dare I say it is a dying platform now. It's starting to die at least. It's kind of
Mm.
obvious. But like in general, like Twitch is just like the easiest platform to start streaming on. Like it's just hitting like the go live button. But at the same time, and the moderation is pretty good too. But like Kick is very new, and it's
Mm-hmm.
the moderation is not developed yet.
Yeah.
But it's definitely something that's growing because major streamers are going towards it now. They're getting
Mm-hmm.
signed. I just think it's a little bit premature for that to
Yeah.
happen. Cause like you'll go look and you'll see like these major streamers going in. I understand that, but their moderation is really bad right now.
There's barely any rules. I know I went on to Kick recently just to check out the platform, and I was greeted with an almost naked person.
Yeah, like it's just like their moderation is almost non-existent.
They don't
They
have
have
any.
constant hate raids on that platform. So that makes me feel like you're not properly protecting your streamers because moderation is not only just for like things to be appropriate, it's also for things to be like, like to be genuinely like
Mm.
nice and like comforting. And it's like, because that's what streaming is supposed to be. It's supposed to be an entertainment business, not like something that's supposed to be like, you know,
It actually
constantly hating everything. Yeah.
makes you appreciate Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's so
that's
much
what
more
made
going on
me
in the
appreciate.
background. It seems simple, but then you go and you see many people said that there's Kick has a shitty community right now. Because of
Mm-hmm.
that, there's no moderation. Arrow started streaming there. He tried streaming there yesterday. I went to check out his stream. Um, there's a weird delay whenever you send a message in the chat, which really annoys me. And then he has like 9 viewers, but you can't see who they are, so you don't know if are they really viewers or no. I don't know. They have the VTuber community category, and I can see some people there with 0 viewers. The top one is with 60 viewers right now, but changing everything to new platform. I don't know. It's like when Elon Musk took over Twitter, and there's all kind of side platforms that opened, and people went there, and then they came back to Twitter after like a month.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it feels like. I do
Yeah.
appreciate competition. I do think it's great that there's some. Maybe it will improve YouTube and Twitch's. I don't know how they deal with streamers. Maybe they'll be a bit more generous. There's a new. What's it called? The new audience,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
new mature level, content classification, and so on. So I put sexual themes in my stream, and now kind of I don't really do sexual themes, but if but this kind of filters a certain amount of people, filters
Yeah.
the people that you don't want on the filter the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I feel like
It's
even
always
on Kick, like there's no filter for any of that. Like
Yeah.
anyone can go on there
yeah.
and say anything they want and then just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's plenty of like normal people who just want to start streaming on Kick because it's opened new doors for us, like as VTubers. Because obviously Twitch doesn't, for some reason, hates indie VTubers. They do not try to accommodate us at all. But
Mm-hmm.
like, and Kick has like helped that with that situation. But at the same time, Kick is also full of people who have, who are not able to stream on Twitch anymore, dare I say, get banned from Twitch, and they move to another live streaming service, which is the easiest and the least moderated would be Kick right now. And so you have those communities going there on Kick and streaming there, but it's not always a good thing because those communities are sometimes really toxic.
Mm.
And now you're just letting that fester in a new in a new platform. So like it's just like Kick has become something that would have been really cool to something that's probably not probably going to get off the ground, and if it does, it's not going to be a wholesome platform. It's going to be a platform that you have to be really careful in.
I guess it's kind of one of those
Yeah.
gambles of a new thing. Do you go for this gamble? Maybe that's the big next big thing, or it's gonna fail.
Yeah. It's I genuinely wanted Kick to work because I think everyone is starting to get to the point where Twitch is just being like getting on their nerves. Like
Mm-hmm.
about things. There's like new terms of service all the time, and like they're updating things, and like I heard people getting like copyright strike for like karaoke streams now. Like there's just some really weird things happening on Twitch, and it seems like they're not trying to like support
So it's
smaller
good that
creators
we have.
anymore.
It's good for to have competition.
Yeah, it's good to have competition because they'll try to like light a fire under Twitch's ass, if I might say, to like fix things. Because it's so
Mm.
shit that everyone's going to either Kick, in worst case scenarios, and in better case scenarios, YouTube.
Yeah. You know, I was listening to you to talk, and I've been thinking. I watched this Japanese a video about someone who lives in Japan a year ago, 2 years ago, and he said, "Listen, I managed to make it in Japan, but if you think that you just moved to Japan and all of your life problems are solved, it's not gonna be like that. All of the issues you have right now in your life will still be there in Japan. It's just gonna be in a strange place that you don't know. Um,
Mm.
changing your location doesn't solve all of your problems. So I've been thinking, if I have certain issues that I have right now on Twitch, they're not gonna magically solve if I move to a different platform. And on Kick, you don't have the raid command, you don't have shoutout command, you don't have so many things that I need right now that I feel that I need for streaming. Um, so I don't know if it's I don't know if it's gonna be. On one hand, I want to try it. On the other hand, I'm like, let's keep building and focusing on Twitch. That's what I do. I upload to YouTube afterwards anyway. Um, I do have the growth, the slow one. Maybe it's something that takes more than 1 year to figure out.
And I think that's like one thing that I've heard from a lot of people is like they've done like a test stream on YouTube, but they've said like YouTube doesn't have all of the fun functions like Twitch does.
Mm-hmm.
And so it feels less engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like if you're like affiliate on Twitch is really nice because even though you're not making like it's not always about the money, but like even though you're not making like a really like constant stream of money, you're making small little like amounts of money that like I usually put it towards stream. Like it'll help me fund more games that I can play on
Yeah.
stream that can make the entire stream more fun, or maybe like new assets, new this, new that. Like those things are really cool because then I can start like making my stream better and better and better, and then growing like you're an entrepreneur, you're growing your business. It's like, but that's probably not as easy on YouTube because you have to get like 1,000 followers first before you can get like you can get approved for money, and then like there's a certain set of watch time you have to hit, and then even for streaming you're not going to get paid as much because like you're not like
you'll need members and you'll need
yeah.
constant viewers for the ads, revenue, and super chats and stuff like that. There
And
is a
let's
big
be
difference though. I
honest.
feel like in YouTube you will have more viewers, while in Twitch you will have more streamers.
Yeah.
Because before I started streaming, I remember watching Hololive Nijisanji, and watching V Shoujo on Twitch was so weird. It's just the platform didn't feel friendly as a viewer, while YouTube felt more friendly as a viewer. As a streamer, though, Twitch is much more friendly. So I feel like on Twitch, this is going back to that every second person in my chat is a streamer as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the Twitch is just. I've heard people like well-known streamers who stream on Twitch or will say if you are a beginner streamer, do not start streaming on Twitch, and that is because Twitch is such a big pool of streamers. That's what Twitch is. It's not like viewers just coming in to watch. It's a huge pool of streamers who go to watch their popular streamers or like favorite streamers and then stream themselves.
In other words, a pool of competition.
Yes, so it's really hard to grab some viewers and make your name on this like platform because it's just such a big ass pool of other affiliates trying to do the exact same thing as you. And so we get stuck at like this number of viewers or number of followers, and it's hard to get better and better and better. Of course, us being VTubers, we have a small little boost because like Twitter is the VTuber community. Some of it is good, some of it is really bad. But like, like that there's a supportive like atmosphere there that people go to support each other, and then like that boosts your viewers in its own way.
Hey, why not YOLO on Kick? We just talked about Kick. The YOLO is the problem. It's starting over on a new platform that we don't know. We don't know what happened. And there's so many basic features that I got used to that are missing, like a shout out command, a raid command. There's very, very basic moderation tools. And starting over, that's an issue. And I to be honest, as a viewer, I tried watching a stream yesterday on Kick, and there's this delay of 2 seconds for every message you send in chat, and that drove me crazy as a viewer. That was really annoying. I don't know why.
Yeah, and let's be honest, like you can tell your followers, "Hey, I'm moving to Kick. Pack up your things and go," but half of them are not gonna go.
Most likely, 90% of them will not go. And even then, how long will they stay before they go back? We had Miss Virus here. When it was 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about her. She moved from YouTube to Twitch, and she said she lost many of her followers. Like only a few came with her. And then you ask yourself, how long are they gonna stay? How long until they go back to the platform that they know?
Yeah. It's hard to make it so like they like people like stay and like are engaged with you. That's like if you're like a larger streamer or something like that. Like I want to pack up my bags and go to YouTube, but like what's the guarantee my fan or like my followers are gonna follow me there? Because like
Hmm.
Come on, we're all
Yeah.
lazy.
People will tell you that YouTube is a different platform. You're gonna upload videos. The video is gonna generate revenue over time. They're gonna stay there forever. So you will focus more on small videos rather than on live streams. But then
Yeah.
live streams is a grind. You're just gonna live many hours a day, and the videos are removed after 2 weeks. Um, and basically, we get money from lurkers who might watch ads, or every once in a while you get bits or subscribers. But you gotta keep maintaining that and grinding that every month. While on YouTube, you can do a video that's successful, and over time, it will build like a snowball.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
completely different thing. It's a different platform.
Yeah. I guess it really does help with the content creation part, which is why I think YouTube is a little bit ahead in the game of live streaming. It may not be like the exact same thing as Twitch. You won't have that engagement that you're used to. But like I personally like the idea of, well, for me, because I find it hard for me to edit like every single video that I
Mm-hmm.
make.
Mhm.
And then also make the TikToks, post them on TikTok, and then the clips and post them on
Yeah.
Twitter. It's like it's a lot of work, and there's a lot of little bitty things that I just can't keep up with. So
Uh-huh.
moving to YouTube would be so much more easier because like the VODs are saved forever and not just 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a simulation game where you have one, I don't know, pet to take care of, and then you add a new one. Now you have to take care of two pets. Now a new one, and you have to take care of three pets. Like one of those like a cultist. Uh, what's the cultist game? Oh my god, my brain.
Cult of the Lamb?
Call of the Lamb. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You have to take care of your cult members and so on. The
Yeah.
followers. And it's not only taking care of small followers and collab partners. You're gonna have to take in mods. You're gonna have to take care of different platforms. So you have your shenanigans on YouTube, shenanigans on Facebook, shenanigans on Instagram, on Twitch, and it's so much to keep up with. If you manage to do it,
Yeah.
you get more revenue, obviously. But then it's learning new platforms every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that in itself is also just like, one, it's time consuming, but two, it's also mentally time consuming too. Because you
Mhm.
have to learn everything from start.
And you have to
'Cause,
keep
like,
up with changes and
mm-hmm.
trends.
And then like if you ever wanted to move back, then you have to learn about all the new changes that happened in Twitch if you ever want to move back. And then you have to think about like, okay, are the people who are on YouTube, are they gonna want to move back to Twitch, or are they gonna stay on YouTube only? And then
Mhm.
you're gonna have to think about like your people who were on Twitch before. There's like, oh, they're gonna come back and they say like, oh, see, this platform was better. Why'd you move over there?
Yeah.
And we also have Discords and Twitters that we need to maintain and build them. We sometimes forget about that, but we maintain these four platforms at least, which is YouTube, Twitch, Discord, and Twitter.
And for
Uh,
some people too, TikTok.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's so much to keep up with.
It
If I
really
add,
is.
let's say I add Kick, what I'm gonna stream in addition to what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna replace something. It's just, do I have room in my energy capacity for another platform?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's a lot of work. I don't think I ever thought it would be this much work. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, like, I think editing is one of my favorite things to do on the side of being a streamer. Because, like, yeah, I can play games all day. That's so great. But editing is so much fun because I get to look back on those streams and laugh at the jokes that we made and then be like, hey, we're actually funny. That's so funny. Ha ha ha. And then someone saying, no, that's not funny. But I'm like, no, 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 look, get it. It's a joke. But like it's just like it's fun to look back and edit those things, but I'm also like horrible at keeping up with them because by the time I'm done with one video, already 3 streams have passed by, and now I have
Yeah.
3 more streams to edit. It's so hard to keep up with all of
Then you
that.
need money for editors, but
Yeah.
someone reached out to me to edit my videos recently, and I really wanted to, but I don't have money for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I same here. I'm just like I don't have any use for like I don't want any videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
And here's the
upload.
thing. It's not only money. I'm thinking, oh, I can do it myself. I have Filmora. I'm good at video editing. I can do it myself. But it takes 10 hours to edit one 10 minutes highlights video.
Mm-hmm.
It, it's crazy. And it's so time consuming.
It
Although it's
really is.
fun, ah, But I do think sometimes maybe uh, dropping Twitter and investing in YouTube would be a lot more profitable.
Yep.
Hmm.
In the long run, I think YouTube, while it's harder to get like, that milestone of getting paid or whatever, like the extra monies, it's still a more like it takes less of your time because you're not having to upload the VOD video manually to YouTube because it's already going to be there. And then even if you do edit something, it's one less video you
Mm.
have to edit, right?
Mm-hmm.
The new Twitch clip to vertical export and made it easier for shorts. Yeah, for shorts and for TikToks.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But it's,
Yeah.
Someone
and
correct
to
me
be
if
honest,
I'm wrong.
we need to do it. We need after every stream upload clips to shorts.
Mm-hmm. Someone correct me
Yeah,
if I'm
Nyx.
wrong, but has YouTube changed their
Yes. It's
monetization of
now
like? Well, I know that
yes,
they
yes. You
changed it to like
need
500 instead of
3,000.
1,000. 3,000.
Yes,
So
500 followers and 3,000 hours, I believe. But it's
yes.
still, I think it's still not implemented.
It's still a lot, yeah.
However, when I was, because originally I was gonna start streaming on YouTube, but then I switched to Twitch. One of the rules that they had, it was a very small fine print, is you have to hit those numbers within a year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is
It
that
has to be
still
a set
there?
amount of time.
It's still
I
yes. You
think
need
so.
3,000 hours
Within a
in a
year?
year. Yes,
Okay.
but when I look at back at my VOD, last time I looked, I'm really close. I'm like 2,900 or something like that. So a bit more push. Start uploading highlights on YouTube every week. Would definitely get it. Would definitely cut that point because
Hmm.
I'm only uploading VODs. I'm only using my YouTube as an archive, while I should use it to upload highlights. Um, and then I can easily get that. And that's actually a
Yeah.
very good push that makes me want to go and do it actually.
Yeah, shorts is like a huge thing. TikTok is a huge thing. Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize how much like exposure and influence it has until after I started uploading on there. And I saw an immediate increase in like views and stuff like that. And I normally don't pay attention to stuff like that. I just wanted to like post the funny clips so I have it forever. And I realized like I've made a lot of new friends, or like I call 'em, like new chatters and new friends in general through like by like exposing other people to my content, which is really cool
Mm-hmm.
because like I guess like that short like 15-second clip in like vertical format has become something so popular that people are easily able to like find the stuff they like and like able to find you on like
Hmm.
different platforms.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh,
updated yet. Right now, they still need 1,000 followers and 4,000 hours.
Mm.
But as I'm on 450 subscribers and 2,900 hours watched in the last year, it's a very small push to reach that if they make the changes. So, or yeah, 10 million views on 80 public short views in the last 90 days. But they're gonna change
Oh,
it to 1 million views in the last 90 days. So in general, it's gonna be much easier to start earning money, and that will push you to do it more. I really hope this update gets out very quickly.
yeah, that
yeah.
would be really nice.
Do you guys see yourselves moving to YouTube eventually? Or like are you guys thinking about staying on Twitch forever?
I think I'm gonna
Ideally,
stay
I'm
on
staying on
Twitch.
Twitch and upload YouTube to highlights and clips.
Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't even know anymore.
for me, I think it's really like I really enjoy the interactiveness that Twitch allows. And
Fair.
so I really don't have I really prefer that interactiveness because one, chat can entertain themselves if they want as well with all of the
The redeems
alerts, the
and
The
redeems,
redeems, yeah.
stuff
commands.
like that.
Whereas like when you move to
Yeah.
YouTube, you don't have anything other than like emotes when you get to a certain point to entertain chat. So then all the attention is
Yeah.
always going to be on you, which isn't a
Yeah,
bad
that's
thing in
why
itself.
that's why like I wouldn't like I love YouTube. Like I started on YouTube. Like I think if I wanted to do like YouTube content again, it would have to be after I built myself like a constant following.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for a fact, like, if I move to YouTube, they'll follow me. But I don't think that's gonna be for a while. So
As long as they keep growing, that's the important thing.
Yeah.
Which
I
I
guess
think
that's true.
that's a good segue to the next topic, which is the VTuber group versus solo.
Oh, I was anticipating this question.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Oh, let's have Nick start.
Me?
Yeah, Nick, what's your opinion on being a part of a VTuber group? Not a corpo, a small group of VTubers, friends, Discord server, share and stuff like that, retweeting each other, streaming together, or just doing your own thing solo. What do you think?
I find it funny because my sister's in a group.
Oh, let's go. What's
My
the
s-
difference between you and her?
I think for me and her, the biggest difference is the way that we stream. Because I think with me, I can stream freely whenever I want without the constraint of anyone else unless I'm doing a collab. Whereas with her, because her group streams almost every single night from like a certain time, from I think it's like 11 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. CST to like 1 or 2 in the morning, she's constrained to like, if she's coming home from work, she only has the constriction of like 2 hours of streaming by herself before she has to go and join her group. Because then her group will play a game together. But then she also wants like that time for herself to be able to play a game. But because like either one, she's working in the morning, or two, I'm streaming in the morning, she is constricted to like certain like times throughout the day. But then she can never stream alone by herself at night, which is like one thing that like that's her time to stream. Like I give her all the time at night to stream whenever she wants. So I usually pick like times like in the morning or like midday. Sometimes I'll stream at night if she's not streaming. Because we can't stream at the same time. Our Wi-Fi doesn't allow it. And so she has a constriction of like she can only stream between the times that I stream and between the times that her group streams. But then there's also the issue of like her group dynamic is very different from her own dynamic as well. And so there's always a clash. And sometimes like when she streams her POV, people will go to her streams instead of like the group's stream. And so I think you're so dependent on everyone else that sometimes it becomes more of a nuisance than something you can really enjoy. And I think being able to do solo, you have more freedom in terms of like when you want to stream and how you want to stream. Whereas when you're in a group, you kind of have to conform to the group. Like I know my sister wanted to start streaming before the group wanted to like start streaming as a group, and she kind of just said like, oh screw it, I'm just gonna go do my test stream, see how it goes, what do I need to change. And then some people in her group got mad at her that she started on her own, and they're saying, well, you just abandoned the group. And she's like, no, I need to test my Wi-Fi or else it's not gonna work. And so there's always that like there's always gonna be internal arguments if you're in a group, regardless if you're close friends or not. And there's always gonna be that slight jealousy too of like, oh, this person is has this many followers, this person has X many followers, this person doesn't have any followers at all.
Yeah.
There's always
This one
gonna be
is
that.
climbing faster than me.
Yeah, there's always gonna be that jealousy, and there's always gonna be the competition, the unseen competition between each other. And so from seeing that, I would very much I'm happy to stay solo.
You spoke the words from my heart, man. I mean, having been in a VTuber group recently and that ending poorly, like, I have to say, solo has been absolutely a treasure. Like, there's something different about being in a VTuber group to going solo. It's like when I originally joined a VTuber group, I was just happy because I was a new VTuber in a world of Twitch where I was just like, this is so nice. Like I can have people that I stream with all the time now because I don't need to go out and looking for like collabs and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I don't have to worry about people being like no to my collabs. I don't have to worry about going by myself and then feeling really insecure. Like I have these people I can constantly collab with and be happy and like being able to play games and stuff like that. But at the same time, I realized that at one point my entire week, Monday to Friday, or like Monday to Sunday, all of that was just filled with collabs. There wasn't a single stream where I was streaming by myself. And it's always with like the same people too. At some
Mhm.
point along the line I was like, well, now I'm not building that one-on-one interaction with my stream anymore. I'm building a community with someone else and then we share viewers and then it just becomes a competition, you know?
Yeah.
And it's that silent competition you're talking about, and it eventually became that. I think at least, and that's just kind of where the VTuber group ended. It was a really sour way to end the group, but like it just kind of had to happen because eventually that group was gonna fall apart anyway. And like
Mhm.
It's kind of
it
crazy how many stories like that I hear. Um, it's really crazy. There's so many VTubers who ask me for a tarot reading about their VTuber career or something, and then they mention the word drama, and they have a very very similar story to something I've been going through, which is I was a part of a VTuber group and things gone wrong, and now I'm focusing more on solo. And what you said is both of the you wanna not stream at the same time that the other people in the group stream, and there's the numbers game. And I was in the VTuber group. I entered the VTuber group when I was like 100 followers, and
Mhm.
when I got out of the group, I think I was like 6,000 followers on like more than 1,000 on Twitch, and like 6,000 on Twitter. And in a way, it's like Simba in the Lion King that you start as a cub and you there's the Hakuna Matata song and now you're an adult, and
Mm.
uh, it's like, oh, you grow up, and sometimes you grow faster than other people, sometimes you grow slower than other people. If someone suddenly a new person comes in, they have less followers than you, and suddenly they grow, they have a massive meteor, you're jealous. And if you are growing faster than other people, they might get jealous.
Mhm.
Um, So Twitch instills the idea of chasing numbers. People focus hard on it and always compare their success against others based off of these, sadly. Yes. And then there's the issue of, do you collab with those people? Do you have to collab with all these people? I was a part of this VTuber group server, and we started as a group of 15 friends, and it slowly became 100 people, and nobody knows anyone anymore. And you collab with the people that you know, and suddenly there's new people. You say, do they need to collab with these people too? Do they collab with me? What's going on here? Then someone approaches you from the group, but maybe you don't like them. Maybe they've done something weird that you're not comfortable with, but they're a part of the group, so now you don't know what to do, how to deal with it. Um, and I said it on Mew's night show that there was we had a drama between two people, and the server kind of split between them, and I did the mistake of trying to mediate between the two. Um,
Mm.
and I got
That's
burned
the
from
roughest.
yeah, I got burned from both sides. A lot of rumors about me, a lot of DMs put out of context. I don't DM anymore, people. I just talk in voice chat. If someone wants to talk about something serious, always voice chat or face cam. I don't DM serious stuff anymore because this I assume everything I DM to someone in private will be sent to someone else and might be put out of context. Uh, it's like thinking you're always on stream, and that's a good way to think about it. Just to be careful. Um, at the end of the day, I got kicked from the group. Some other people got kicked as well. They made all kind of retroactive rules. There was a dictatorship going on in a way, and many people started leaving. And many people blocked me. People that I collab with tens of hours. People that I have many, many clips of them on my channel. People that I have many VODs streaming with them. people that I considered friends. I did face cams with for tens of hours. Played with them games on stream, off stream, sleepless nights, tarot readings, writing streams, writing seminars, D&D, so many private interactions. And one day, you get blocked on all platforms by all of these people without any notice or understanding. That's I think the first time I'm gonna say it on stream. After the talk show with Mew, one person approached me and apologized. They watched everything unfold from the sides, and they didn't want to choose a side because they didn't want to get banned as well. And they were sorry that they left me and so on because they got kind of betrayed by those people later. A month later, someone else approached me, and a month later, someone else approached me. And recently, two people who also blocked me approached me and apologized. Um, it's kind of crazy that in this last few months of me choosing the stay away path, I got like 5 or 6 people approach me and apologize for their for blocking me. Um, and it's not fixed, right? I can't see myself being friends with them again and collabing with them again. And I'm so careful with groups right now. I got invited to a few groups. I said no. I got invited to a few Discord servers. I said no because, or I said yes, but I didn't really get into this voice chats. There was one time I got invited to this Discord group a few months ago, and they had a big voice chat of everyone planning a collab together and so on. And I was there. I just felt so weird. It felt like how they say if you get bitten by a snake, you will be afraid of a rope. I was terrified. What if they misunderstand something that I say? What if they ban me? What if they, I don't know. Um, I would rather do my own thing. I would rather not put all the eggs in the same basket. I just had my year stream, and I look at all the clips from the past year. And there's so many clips with those people. So many clips. They're everywhere at first. Like you just said, you just have to be collabing with the same people over and over and over again. And then before and after that group, my collabs were so varied. I had collab with so many different people. I would rather have things like this podcast with Nyx every week, and then the D&D groups. I have like two casual D&D groups that we meet every 2 weeks, and we play those. And Miu every I don't know few weeks or a few months we have a collab. I would rather have those kind of individuals that are not related to each other, and I can collab with them whenever I want to. And if I don't feel like it, there's no consequences to that. Because when you're in a group, you feel, even if it's not like that, you feel like you cannot say no. If you say no to someone's invitation, you might have hurt them. You might have ruined the dynamics in the group, and you might get people talk behind your back. And here's the craziest thing. I'll end with that. Every time someone went back to me and talked to me, the first question I ask is why? Why now? Why did you block me? Why do you return now? And what happened? What happened? What made you block me out of nowhere, out of the blue, after we've been streaming together for so many hours? Because in my brain, it doesn't make sense. Let's say it's the equivalent of me blocking Nyx right now in all platform and not telling her anything. I cannot imagine anything happening to Nyx without me talking to her about it. Okay, let's say Nyx is being cancelled and called names on Twitter. I will talk to her first thing. I'm not gonna just block her. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And when multiple people do that to you, it's like something is wrong here. Something is broken. So I asked them, and the craziest thing is that every single person had a completely different story. Hello, Ku. Blocking Ku.
You're blocking me today?
You are not
Aw.
allowed. Did she give you permission to block her? I feel as though you need to have the independence in order to be able to provide better content and self-fulfillment when streaming. People gravitate towards interesting people, and to maintain being interested, you have to be interesting. You have to be separate yourself from the work that is streaming.
completely agree with that because like we're indie VTubers, right? We're not run by corporate like companies, and we're not like funded by them. We're not getting assets by them. Like it's completely us, just completely us, putting things together by ourselves, using our own money to put those things together, using our own time. Like that all that takes so much personal time and personal effort that like for some reason VTuber groups just don't work, and I think that's why like for us like indie VTubers, so like us doing independent streams, us being independent like streamers in general is more beneficial than us be like being in a VTuber group, because while
Now,
yes it does like spread um like like the community, like you're sharing communities with each other, but like that doesn't last forever.
mhm. I do feel like with this VTuber group, when I started, I had a massive increase in followers and viewership and interaction and collabs. I had a massive increase in everything because you share communities, you share yourself, you retweet each other, and when you say that VTuber groups don't work, it really depends. There's two VTuber groups that I can think of. There's Valdis's group. I forgot the name, Delta something, and they work. They manage to stream every week together. That's amazing. And there's the I call them the constipation club, the procrastination club. That's Alnich's Filipino group. Alnichi and Fumi and Sumi, and they work amazingly. They're so chill. And um, but when you dig a bit to their interactions, you see that the interactions are different. They're just different. Um, I want to equivalent that to Friends and Seinfeld. If you know the sitcoms, Friends is is a wholesome show. Everybody's
Yeah.
friends with each other. At the end of the day, they're supportive. They love each other. Seinfeld, everybody's an asshole. There's a very famous scene where Kramer and Jerry are in a cinema, and Kramer is like popcorn thrown all over the place, and he's baffled and he's trying to steal something, and the guard at the cinema asks Jerry, "Do you know this guy?" And Jerry's like, I don't know who that is." And it's kind of amazing how easily Seinfeld can backstab each other, and they're still friends. At the end of the day, they still need each other. That's more realistic friendship, but maybe it's not what you're looking for in a VTuber group. I don't know. Maybe both of them are good. In a way, I feel like my experience with VTuber groups is that you need this support of everyone, the love, and the genuinely good leadership. It all comes down to the owner of the server and the leader. If there is an issue, drama, the leader needs to take care of that immediately. If they can't, the group will break apart.
Completely agree. Like I think the biggest issue with like the VTuber group that I was in was just that people had issues with one another and would not talk to one another about it. They would
Behind the back.
constantly but talk behind the back, and that really like I was a victim of that. Like it really hurts in the end, right? Like you think this person is your best friend, and then turns out they were talking about you for months on end, and it was none of it was positive. And it breaks your heart because you put so much on the table to like nourish this friendship, thinking that they like you for who you are, and then we have no issues, but then you find that we do. Like it just hurts, right? And it also shows that this person did not want to talk to you about it, meaning they didn't want to be confrontational, they didn't want to talk to you about it for a reason.
And they've been
And
faking your relationship for months.
yeah, they've been lying to me. That's essentially just lying. They were just telling me that everything was fine, and then it wasn't fine. In fact, they would bring it up to others about it, not even me. And I think that's the biggest like the easiest way to break a VTuber group in this scenario would be to constantly lie about having a problem with someone and not talking to them about it. When you have an issue with someone, even if you're not in a VTuber group, if it's another VTuber, when you have an issue with them and you collab with them often, you need to take it up with them, or else like it not only like threatens your relationship, but it also like ends up like destroying like other relationships in the process.
And that's something that's
And
very, very childish. I've been bullied in school because two of my best friends were talking behind my back on each other. They talked badly about me. One day they decided to boycott me for a whole year. And I felt there's so many conversations behind my back that I couldn't participate in. And when it happens in real life, like every once in a while, someone talks to me about that group I was in, and they tell me, "Oh, I remember that voice chat we had about you." I remember that person called me and talked to me about Mimic. And I'm like, why? What did you talk about? And then they would talk about things that are completely non-existent. Like one of them, I kid you not, one of them was talking with another about how anti-Semitic I am.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Jewish, and one of them was talking about my ex that I broke up with, and one of them, and she was also kicked out of the server, and one of them um, was talking about my accent, that it's Middle Eastern, and it reminds them of terrorism, and one of them is it all the weirdest, stupidest things. One of them was because I didn't play D&D with them. One of them one of them assumingly shared Discord messages of me talking negative about them. I went to my Discord server. I never messaged that person. Um, and the last one told me that after everything broke up, me and some other people, three other guys, we made a new group, and we planned to steal everyone from that group and open a new group. We're talking behind everyone's back. Uh, that group that we opened was to collab, uh, play Magica together, and we didn't even end up doing the collab. I told that to one of them. It's like we didn't even do the collab at the end. But everyone assumed we were bad mouthing the server behind everyone's back, which is just such a childish mentality. It's amazing that adult people, all of them, by the way, all of the people in that server are like in their 20s and 30s. This is adult people.
Yeah. It's so dumb. Like it and honestly like my biggest theory is that it stems from one thing. Maybe they see this that like, "Oh my gosh, your views are so much higher than mine. Why is that possible? Like we're streaming the same thing. Why aren't my views higher?" Like it could stem from that simple like small little jealousy to hating every single thing that you do. And it's so childish to me. It's so childish. Like
I.
maybe I'm not even a confrontational person. Like if
Mhm.
I have a problem with someone, it'll take me a lot of courage to go up to them and talk to them about it. But never in my mind have I ever thought about going to someone else and complaining. Like it to me, it just seems like the most scumbag move.
Mhm. And I think if you're talking about this one thing, I think sometimes you need a scapegoat. Sometimes things don't work your way, and it's really easy to put all the blame on one scapegoat, and thinking, oh, if I just get rid of that person, everything is gonna be solved. Um, and you can see what happened with the group I talked about. People got kicked every week. That person got kicked, and then the next person got kicked, and the next person got kicked, and it didn't solve the problems. And later they started eating each other. Um, and every once in a while, someone will come back and say, "Hey, now they kicked me." Oh well, congratulations. And it's kind of baffling how it can still keep going because there's like one or two people who think that if they just kick out that scapegoat, all of their problems will be solved. Um, Now, I'll ask you a question, Mio. And Nyx, if you can imagine that kind of experience. Let's say you are kicked from a group and you have issues with someone and they block you. One day they come back and they apologize and so on. Now they ask you for a collab. What do you do?
See, it depends on how the relationship ended. Like if it's anything like something that I've experienced recently in the past, then I probably would have a small problem with it because of how much like issue that caused us. Because like sometimes when you have a issue with someone, it's not just us two splitting apart. It's also like everyone who's also in the middle of this. Everyone that that person associates with, suddenly I'm not friends with them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that I'm friends with, suddenly that person's not associating with anymore. It's so much that like there's a whole rift between different people that like there's some people that I really really like appreciate and love to this day, but I don't see them anymore because they just don't want to associate with me, and it's really upsetting. And so like if that was the case, like if this is what I'm experiencing, I would want to like hop into a call, be like, hey, let's talk about this, let's get some closure, because the way we ended it was just blocking each other, and that's not the way to solve an issue. It's to talk about it like adults, figure it out, figure out what went wrong. Let's figure out with like solutions, like, hey, like what can we do to fix this? Because obviously, like we will both want to move on from this since you contacted me about it. But like from there, then we would like figure it out. But like I don't think I would accept right away for sure.
Mm.
Yeah,
How about you, Nyx?
for me, I think it also depends on like how the falling out was. If they suddenly unblocked me, then messaged me apologizing, I think I'd do the same thing that you was like, why are you apologizing? I thought I was the one who caused the issue, so why are you apologizing to me? Hear their reasoning, and then ask them like, so, and like probably ask them like, so what did you do for them to kick you out, or did you not do anything and they just kicked you out? How is that any different from what they did to me? I'd put out all of the facts straight out just like that, just so that they can understand why they are apologizing, because they probably only see one side of the situation. And so I lay out the whole situation for them to see this is what really happened from both points of view. And then if they were to ask me for a collab, I would be straight up saying like, I right now don't have any trust in you. If you want a collab, you have to build that trust again. But even if you build the trust, there's no guarantee I will do a collab with you, because there's still that possibility that you will block me again because you've done it once.
Can that trust be rebuilt?
It will never be rebuilt to the fullest to where it was before. And that's the thing. It's no different than saying it's no different than Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty can fall, you can put them back together, but the cracks will always be there.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful analogy, yeah.
It will never be a
Stretch and
solid
hydrate.
foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Reminds me of something kind of painful. There was I had a really small drama with this really sweet VTuber that I collabed with a year ago. And I apologized. There was a misunderstanding. I apologized, and we ironed things. And they said that it's okay. We can collab again in the future. And I kept following them. I sometimes retweeted their stuff, and they thanked me for retweeting. I watched their stream, and I really tried to do everything. I knew it's the crux are there, like I said, but I thought maybe I can rebuild it one day. Um, and yesterday, I don't know, my intuition sometimes kicks in, and yesterday my intuition was like, oh, something bad happened, and I saw that that person unfollowed me. Um, and it's an unfollow. Who cares, right? But that unfollow kind of gives me the hint, like they felt uncomfortable with me this whole time. Maybe they have been waiting for me to unfollow them, so they can get released of me or something like that, because the cracks are still there. And I found that unfollowed as well, and just okay, goodbye. And that's out of my head now. It's a bit more clean, but it's still there. It feels like it will never be perfect, you know. It's always gonna be these cracks.
Yeah.
like
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, thank you for contributing to the Fit Stream sequel.
Oh no.
Oh my god, it's 75%. 75%.
75%. It's gonna happen.
I think when you have such a strong relationship with someone you consider your like best friend in the streaming industry, just because you just been together, you've been streaming 24/7, it's just been wonderful, and they suddenly break that trust, and you suddenly have drama with them. It's something that you just never saw coming, but maybe other people saw it coming, and maybe they saw it coming, but you never saw it coming. There's this small like seed that gets planted in the back of your head, and I keep using this analogy, but like it's just there's no way that relationship can be ever built to the same like level, because you have experienced betrayal once. And I think when I was experiencing this, I went to Mimic-kun and I was like, dude, this is happening. And Mimic-kun, being the amazing person he is, actually like sat me down and talked me through everything, and just like kind of like, because I was like really upset and terrified about a lot of it, but like it overall the anxiety lessened because I was talking about it with my friend. And I think you said it was like betrayal syndrome or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not.
something.
It's a really great, really important difference. It's not grief. it's betrayal. It's completely different treatment.
Yeah.
It
Like
will
you
not
can't get over
go.
it.
Yeah, it will not go on itself. You have to sit down, break things apart, understand what happened, recognize the red flags, and rebuild yourself, knowing that the only thing you can do right now is recognize these red flags next time they happen. And I do. Since then, every once in a while, I would see these red flags with people, and I would just stay away from them. Um, and since then, I didn't have any such issues. So you live and learn, but the pain is still there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
learning from your mistakes. That's what it is. It's not even about like regaining trust in someone. It's just like once you break trust, it's just not going to be the same. Like no matter what you do, you can fight for it your entire life, but that you still betrayed them in the end. So
Mhm.
that's still in your head, and that person now has to be cautious about you because it can happen again. There's nothing stopping it from happening other than the actions of the other person. So like if it can happen again, it's gonna be something that this person constantly thinks about, and that's why it's like you can't expect that the relationship will be 100% ever again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And whenever someone comes back, in my case at least, some people came back, and you cannot brush off the feeling that that they want something because it doesn't make sense. Because there are other people who blocked me who didn't come back. Why these people come back? Why these people didn't come back? Are these people more adult than these people? I don't know. It's just it's confusing. It's confusing, and I don't know if you should deal with that confusion. Like what we said before about it could be someone in your chat who might explode, might say something that will put you off, make you uncomfortable. So it might be better to just ban them and not deal with that uncomfortable feelings.
Mhm.
Um, and I really wish that we could all be beyond that. Just be beyond that. When I did D&D with kids in real life, I was beyond that. If someone goes crazy in class, there's a procedure. Just do whatever. You punish them. You call the parents, and if they scream at you, if they swear at you, there was a kid uh, that I had to kick out of the club because he was interrupting others nonstop, and he was just irredeemable. And he looked at me and said, "You hate me. I will sue you." And you look at that and think, "Okay," and fine. And you call the parents and you let them go, and the kid cries and so on. But he was hitting other kids. You just can't keep them there. It's so much easier than when you work with children. It's so much easier. But when you work with adults and you think there's basic manners, the basic courtesy, and when people your age act in a certain way, you think, wait, am I acting wrong? Maybe I'm the one who's different.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which leads us to manipulation. Let's Nix, you have one more conclusion to say about the VTuber group versus solo.
I'm trying to remember my train of thought.
After hearing all of that, will you join a VTuber group?
No, I'm staying solo.
Fair judgment. And
I think
good
I will
judgment.
say that a VTuber group can push you up very very fast. Um,
Mhm.
if I join a VTuber group, it should be a small group, not a big one. It should be a group with people that I highly trust, with adult people who have been through some shit, and it should be with someone the leader of the group should be a capable person, able to deal with drama.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep.
if there's a leader at all, and even then, stay a bit away from the group. Not put yourself 100% inside. What about a group made by VTubers, not company? Oh, we've been talking only about VTubers made groups.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Only about VTubers. If it's made by a company, by a corpo, it's easier, I believe, because then you have managers who take care of things. So if Mio and I argue, we just call the managers. They deal with that. It's easier when you're in a company.
Yeah.
Because you have rules. You have the rules of the company. That's it. When you're in a group of friends, you don't have rules. That's where the issue comes up.
Yeah. It when it comes to VTuber group made like, VTuber groups, like um it's usually led by either one or two individuals, and you'll
Mhm.
have like the entire group like responding to them and stuff like that. But like if there's drama, especially with the leader, then there's really not much you can do.
Mhm.
When
Mhm.
it comes to corporate VTubers, like Mimikun said, there's those managers who can be the intermediate, they can be the mediators in that situation. And that's what their job entirely is made of, so they're good at it. But like VTuber groups, as soon as you mess up with the leader, you're kind of done.
Yeah.
Or if the leader disappears because they can't handle with what's going on.
I know that too. Because they might not be fit to, like, it sounds harsh, but they might not be fit to be able to, or like capable of handling that type of drama. And they might not like want to handle that drama in the first place. So that becomes like the huge problem, because like you have people who are all kinds of backgrounds coming in to become VTubers. Some of them
Young.
aren't exactly supposed to
Inexperienced.
be in that leadership role. Yeah, they're
Mhm.
inexperienced.
It's not like a
Yeah.
corporate where the manager, it's your job, you've experienced some stuff. This is a new person, might be a youngling, might be first time dealing with that kind of situation. Thinking, oh, well, I'll
Yeah.
just leave and it will solve itself. But it might get worse.
Yeah. Anyway, before we move on to the next topic, I will be right back. My brother is calling me for something.
Good
and
luck.
I'm assuming it's an emergency. I will be right back.
Okay. Next, what do you think of groups? It's an intermission.
I think with groups, and I feel like, I think my comment earlier was like, if you're gonna create a group of yourself, create it with people that you really do trust. And I think it's better that there not be a leader. I think
Yeah,
everyone should have an equal share to one, the issues and conflicts they bring up. Like be the owner of your own issues. Don't put
Mhm.
your issues on someone else. Because the second like you take your issues and you throw it on someone else, it's a whole new situation to them. They don't know what started it. They don't know what happened. They're only hearing it from one side. And that's just kind of how like the leader has to handle things. Like they don't know anything that's going on. They're just given kind of like a summary of everything that's happened. They don't know like word for word what happened, the conversation, who happened, what time, any of that. And they have to try to make it better with just their best judgment. I think it's
And then
best.
you start with all the drama stuff, like recording messages and recording voice
Mhm.
chat and stuff like that. Ugh.
Yeah, and I think it's much better if you don't have a leader and everyone takes charge of their own issues and drama. And if they need the emotional, mental, physical support, they have those people to lean back on. If they need advice, they have someone to lean back on. But you shouldn't be throwing your issues, your dramas onto someone else in the group.
It's kind of amazing how, on one hand, I'm sure this is the minority of cases. Most cases, groups are probably working very well for people. And like I said, there's Valdez's group and Alnich's group. They're working amazing for them, and they have no issues, seemingly at least. But when Michan came to me with her story, uh, it was baffling how many times I heard that because I like every month I talk to a VTuber who has a very, very, very similar situation. They were a part of a VTuber group. There was an issue. Things got into drama, and then the group just disappeared. It's amazing how common that is with VTubers. It makes you feel and think of maybe VTubers sometimes are also really a time bomb. You know,
A ticking
littered
time
with
bomb.
ticking time bomb. Yeah, littered with emotional problems and psychological issues, and one point very easily to explode.
Oh,
Not everyone,
absolutely.
obviously.
I think I want to disagree with that. I feel like everyone is a ticking time bomb in their own way, whether
Mm-hmm.
that be in terms of streaming, emotional, mental, health wise, or just like when they're playing their game. Because you don't know what could trigger them into just like being really upset at the game, being really upset with chat, being upset with their collab partner. It could be the tiniest little thing. And like they could be like blowing up, but we don't even know it because they're hiding, like they're internally hiding it.
Evil is saying the utopia. A group works fine when everyone is independent of each other, but want to see each other succeed. But then I guess that's not a group.
Yeah.
If you manage to make a group where everybody wants to see each other succeed, that's amazing. Because if I go back to my group, I feel like it didn't happen. that everyone wanted to see the other succeed. There was a lot of jealousy, a lot of anger, a lot of angst, a lot of anxiety, a lot of, oh, why is that person collabing? Why is that person streaming when I stream? Why is that person collabing with the person I was supposed to collab with? And you have to remember that we are all, at the end of the day, filled with anxiety and fighting the numbers game and dealing with chat and dealing with all kinds of situations. And we all have this person who comes to chat and shake us for a whole week, or a bad collab that shakes us for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to see why people snap or explode. You just, I think, wanna not be there when it happens. So if you get close to people or open up, it should always be people that you really, really genuinely trust.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Just in time to talk about manipulation.
Oh my god, my favorite topic.
Mhm. I want to call out some people without calling them out. There's some. There's a case happened to a friend of mine a few months ago, uh, where he was in someone's chat, and in that chat there were two people who were simping over the streamer, and they were making her uncomfortable. And they were simping in a way that they asked how many bits to become a mod, and then they dump 1,000 bits and stuff like that. And there was a case where someone, and this happens to me as well, before when I have self-promoters in chat, where people say stuff like, oh, I'm so close to 300 followers. I'm 7 followers from 300. I'm 50 followers from 1,000. Okay, not in my chat. And that kind of, I call it manipulation because it feels like as a streamer, you now gotta shout them out. Like, oh, let me give you a shout out. You're so close. Please follow that person. And it's not like when I ask now, please follow, seriously, follow Nyx and Miu if you're not following them yet. This is because we collaborate now.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. If you just randomly come to my stream and ask for me to shout you out, I'm not gonna do it. But nobody asks, hey, can you shout me out? Instead, they would say something, Mimic, I'm so close to 600 followers. Okay, I didn't ask you. How? I don't care.
Yeah.
And it
That's like
reaches,
low blow manipulation right there.
yes, and that's
Mhm.
the lowest level, and then there's the biggest level, which is when people say something like, Mimic never collabs with me. If what is that supposed to be? Mimic never watches me. Mimic never collabs with me. Mimic never raided me. Mimic didn't raid me. What is that? Wait, can you
Yeah.
imagine yourself coming to someone's stream and say, "Oh, Mimic, you never watch my streams. Mimic, I subscribe to you, but you never subscribe to me." What is that
Yeah.
supposed to be? Why
It
do you
just-
say that? And when you put people like that on the spot, they would say something like, "Oh, it's just a joke." Is it though? Is it a joke? Seriously. One time
I highly doubt that it's a joke.
they might think it's a joke, but there's something serious down there. I had someone during this year, many months ago, who literally said to me, and two people actually, said to me, wait, no, fuck, three people. Three people who said to me in the DM, Mimic, I always watch your streams, but you never watch mine. One of them actually didn't really watch my streams. He would come every once in a while, say, hey, and then leave. He came so close to making a sandwich. Please, now this is set. I can finally make it. You know what? Cool. You can do it. You can do it. Bake that sandwich. Listen, we have here Miu, the master of bread.
I am the master of bread. You can make
Here
the
you
sandwich.
go. All
you
the
desire.
sandwiches. Make them.
Do it. Make the perfect
Just do it.
sandwich. I expect no less from you.
In Twitter, I once tagged many people that inspired me. It was in Women's Day, I think.
Mhm.
I tagged all the girls that I collab with that year. I thought were really good collabs, and there were some people who were like in the replies, Mimic never tags me.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that. They're just like, oh, you
Oh,
forgot to tag
wow.
me. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, ouch. Here's
Maybe
the thing.
that is the reason I didn't tag you.
Yeah, like if there's people who are trying to get that attention and then going out of their way to message this person to get that attention, they don't deserve that attention. Just saying. Because like that's just emotional manipulation. You want to make everyone happy as a streamer. Like that's something a lot of streamers want to do. They just want to make people happy. And so when someone suddenly says they're unhappy about something, a lot of streamers will fall for that trap and be like, "Well, I'm going to try to make you happy. So what can I do to make you happy?" Right? Like don't fall for that. That's just literal manipulation, and those type of people are really toxic for your community because they'll just constantly be giving you what they expect in return. And as soon as you don't give it back to them, they're going to be the first ones to leave you. So like that's just it.
That
Just
makes so
doesn't
much
build proper
sense.
trust.
That makes so much sense. When I look back at the year, that makes so much freaking sense.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to deal with, and it's a thing that we shouldn't have to deal with. That's why like just I'm quick to call that out now, because like as soon as someone's like, "Oh wait, I haven't seen you in one of my streams for a very long time," like I'll feel bad about it. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll try to make it to more of your streams." And the conversation should end there, because that's me shutting that down, right? But if it continues and they're persistently trying to say like, "Whoa, raid me, raid me, raid me. Wait, why aren't you raiding me? Hey, are you gonna sub to me?" Like that type of stuff, then I'm going to tell them either privately in DMs or publicly on stream, because I don't really like doing that. But if you do stuff like that, you're just inadvertently like trying to emotionally manipulate the streamer into giving you more clout, or like giving you what you really really want, which is that the viewership, or like something like that. And I've had people do that to me before, and it got so annoying to the point where I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to have a good time with my viewers. If you keep asking, I'm not going to want to do it in the first place.
I'm a human being. I live outside of Twitch. Yeah, it feels with some of
Yeah.
these people that they don't understand that you have other stuff to do after the stream.
Yeah. Like
Now I will happily lurk in other VTuber streams, especially those who lurk in my streams. I appreciate it so much. I will do it whenever possible for me. But whenever you get this kind of punch, like you never follow me, you never watch me, you never sub to me, you never collab with me. When someone tells me you never collab with me, like what is that? What is that supposed to mean? What am I
Like,
supposed to do with that?
collab? Am I supposed to collab with you? You never asked.
What?
I never asked. Like, what?
You want to force me to collab with you? This is what this is about. What if I don't want to collab with you?
yeah.
If I tell you that I'm not gonna collab with you, are you gonna go away? You're gonna be gone. You're gonna leave the chat. You're gonna leave the community. Is that your purpose here? You're here just to collab with me. You're not enjoying my content without wanting something in return. It makes you feel. I rather have those people away from the community. Like me, like you said, they're really toxic. And I've been working on that. It mostly comes to self-promotion. Because if someone tells me you gotta follow me, you gotta subscribe to me, it's usually someone who's also a streamer.
Yeah. I mean, this also works like another way too. Like I've had people who have rated me, and it doesn't matter how many viewers they come in with. They raid me, and I'm really thankful for it. I'm like, thank you for sharing your community with mine, and like just I'm trying to engage with them. But then I have had some cases where these streamers would like think that they have some sort of hold over me because they rated me, right? And they expect something from me because they rated me. Like I have to give them all my attention, even though they were low key being kind of creepy, constantly giving those compliments and being those like just kind of being a little bit making me uncomfy, right? And there's like constantly we were having this back and forth, and I'm like, I understand that you want to talk to me about things, and I'm glad that we're having this conversation, but this is more than just you and me. There's like a whole other lots of people here. We're trying to talk as a group. We're trying to like stream a game. I can't just be talking to you. And then they for some reason they think as soon as they raid that we're just suddenly best friends. And I don't know you, right? Like, I've never met you before. And, like, I appreciate the raid. You're so kind for giving me your support. But at the same time, I don't really appreciate the kind of weird DMs where you're just like, oh, you're so pretty. I wish we could, like, hang out some more and let me know. And I'm like, that's so kind of you to say, but like that just puts me off in the wrong direction, and then the rest of streams like vibe is kind of ruined because of like this one individual, right? Like that's just also manipulation in a way, like just because they rated you I've had this happen to me before. It's so weird. I don't know why people do this, and it's happened multiple times. It's not just one, but like people will raid you and expect something out of you because they rated you.
Yeah, they expect something in return because they're just like, well, I just did you a favor by sharing my community with you. You gained 2 followers. Now I should gain like 100 because I rated you. Like the exchange of what they expect when they raid you is not. They have too much expectation when they raid someone else who has bigger numbers, because then they expect like, oh, I'm rating a bigger person, I'm gonna get all the follows when I raid in. And so now, like, because I rated you with my community, you need to do something for me.
Yeah.
But it does not work that way.
No,
we live in the same
really
hemisphere as me. You owe me 2 kangaroos.
Oh, that's funny. But like, yeah, like I definitely like that type of manipulation puts me off in the wrong way. And like, as much as like I like appreciate like, and I want to support anyone no matter what your number is. You could have no followers, I'm going to be your supporter. I'm going to be there during your streams. I'm going to be there to like say, oh, you're doing so good. Like, I want to support everyone I can, but at the same time, if you're going to make a move like that, then I don't really want any part of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird. It's a weird side. I never thought that would happen to me, but like it does. It's weird.
And I don't think the people who manipulate know that they're doing it. It comes out so naturally. I'm sure that we've done stuff like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to that, when you get manipulated, when someone writes to you something like that, what are you supposed to do? How do you react?
Reaction, huh? I'm so bad at picking up social cues. It doesn't even matter if it's like to me, like most of the time this manipulation isn't obvious, right? Like it's kind of like hidden under the covers. Like it's you have to read in between the lines in order to pick up a lot of it, like the red flags.
And sometimes you
Most
only
of the
understand in
times-
retrospect.
Yeah, you'll only remember it and then be like, this is not right. Why did I say that? You know, like why did I like condone this behavior? And a lot of the time, like it's the mods or like my close friends who are just like, yeah, this isn't okay. This isn't normal. And I'm like, really? Wow, I really shouldn't have let that happen. Like, I'm really bad at picking it up. And the times that I do pick it up, yeah, I shut it down immediately. That's like, and that's not okay. And it's like the confrontation thing again. You have to be confrontational on Twitch, especially if you're a streamer. Like, you have to tell things, like, if you want something to stop, you have to tell someone, like, stop, right? And it's hard. It's hard to do that. But, like, I usually try to shut it down as soon as I can, because that type of behavior is, it comes with a lot of red flags.
It does.
Yeah, like it's hard to like it's hard to balance being like the streamer that wants to make everyone happy and like make everyone like, you know, because that's one thing I want to do. I want to make a platform where everyone can come in and just have fun. But at the same time, there's going to be people out there who are like, oh, this is a streamer that's small. It's a smaller streamer who is doing their best to interact with chat. That I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna also try to get in on this, but then they may not have the best intentions. But like, you know, thank God for the mods. You're right. They're the best side of this platform.
Because like another thing is like you have to be able to trust your mod, which is also why like Mimic before went through clearing like all the mods that he didn't want to have anymore. It's like you have to be able to trust your mods and they're going to do the right thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I cleared mods that uh, were just not there. People who didn't appear in my stream for more than 2 months. Some of them asked to be mods, and
Yeah.
at one point, if you combine everything we talked about, including manipulation, in a way, when you ask me to make you a mod, well, it's not manipulation. You directly ask to be a mod, but then you're not gonna appear in my chat at all. It's different. If I make someone a mod, because I don't know, like Nyx is a mod. It's just and Miyu was a mod for a while. And it's like hey, it's another streamer. I trust them and so on. It's like giving them the sword. Um, but then if it's someone who asked to be a mod specifically, and then they disappear, it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Honestly, like mods are needed when you're streaming because you need someone to keep an eye on, and not all the time can one mod be there, right? So it's good to have multiple mods, but you also have to have mods that you know and you trust will have only the best of intentions for your stream and only want to elevate you even more, right? Like, um, I only choose like people who I know them and I've played games with them, or like I've had conversations with them, like I know from the bottom of my heart will do something good for my channel, because like it I'm very oblivious, and these people are the one thing that can help me, and they can cover that side of me that is like really oblivious. They can like get rid of like all the comments that have underlying meanings, or like bad things that I don't understand or don't understand, or like I didn't see. Like they're the people's, they're like the first line of defense to me. So like for me, like that's the most important role in my channel, so I have to give it out to the people who I really sincerely trust will do a good job.
Yeah.
I think to sum up a lot of things here is that if someone asks you for something, you don't have to say yes. Someone asks you to watch them, to sub to them, to rate them, or even give you the hint by saying, "Oh, you never do this." Uh, Mark that as a red flag. This is manipulation, whether they are aware of it or not, and you're not supposed to agree to that. How to react though? Um, I don't know. It ranges from saying no to saying I'm busy to saying directly this is kind of a manipulation. Now I don't want to do it even more. At the bottom line, I think I should treat chat, and I've been trying to do that for a whole year. I should treat them like the children in D&D in real life. If a kid in D&D asks me, "Can I get more experience points to my character?" I would say no. You think experience points grow on trees? Hell no. It costs me my blood. I'm not gonna just give you them. You work hard for that. Why can't I say that when someone asks for a collab? Why can't I say that when someone asks me to follow them? Why can't I say that? Let's say someone comes me in chat and says, Mimic never collabs with me. Like, oh, you think collabs are easy? It cost me my energy, my time. I'm not gonna collab with just anyone. You gotta work hard to get a collab with me. Send your resume. Why can't I say that? It's playful, and it's a serious no at the same time. And I think it comes down to me still having this ancient belief that manipulation and boycott and drama and all of that kind of stuff is something that belongs to the world of children. Adults don't do that. And still,
Yeah.
after a whole year in the Vtuber community, whenever things like that happen with adults, I'm still baffled that adult people do that.
You and me both. I think it's just easier for adults to act like children across the internet because it's not personal relationships. It's words on a screen, right? It's like it's voices on a screen. It's not that in-person relationship. You're not like seeing someone face to face and you're not seeing their facial expressions change. It's just this like weird relationship that we have on screen, and it could be a really good relationship, but it could also be one that like they like don't have to take seriously to them, right? They can act like children on the internet because the internet enables them to. And I think because that's a thing, it makes it so much more easier for these type of like idiot like stupid drama to like pop up, and I speak from the heart on this. It's so dumb.
It is very dumb. I'll take that as homework for myself. From now on, whenever someone asks me for experience points, I'll equivalent everything to experience points, because the kids in D&D ask, "Can I have more experience points?" That's the stupidest, most common question. No, kill monsters to get experience points. Whenever someone asks me for experience points, which is collabs, raid, followers, subscribers, watch me, anything like that, that I don't want to do out of my own, I would treat like, "What do you think? This is a charity? You think I'm just gonna give you that? Hell no, you gotta work hard. Send me my resume in 3 copies in Hebrew, and then I'll return to you in 21 days."
Give me your resume.
Give me
Mimic
some
won't give me
references
experience points.
too.
Actually, I had a real life story when a kid, his parents came and he cried that I didn't give him enough experience points, because he behaved, he was disturbing the other kids, and I punished him. He didn't get 50 experience points, which is nothing. And he told his parents, and his dad looking at me and says, "Is there anything you can do?" And I'm like, "I can give him the experience points right now, but then he will learn that if he cries, he get what he wants. Do you want me to do that?" And the
Yeah,
dad was
honestly.
like, and the kid started crying even more. Good news
That
is,
is
after that threshold, that kid became the most quiet and cooperative kid in the whole club, and got at the end goal more experience points than what he lost 10 times.
Wow.
wow.
What a character development.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy to do it with children, but with adults, you're like, "I know, they have parents, they grow up. You don't need to do that with them."
Yeah, but just because they're an adult by number doesn't mean they're actually an adult.
Yeah. Oh no, don't say that.
It's
This breaks
true.
my. This is
It's
so
true
horrible.
though.
It's true. That's what's so
is.
bad about it.
I know.
That's the harsh truth.
Because like,
Harsh truth.
there's been people who I've met who they're decently older than me, and they act like they're children, and they've actually said the reason why they act like children is because they were deprived of that experience when they were children. So now as an adult, they're taking the time that they lost as a child to experience it now.
That's the problem, though. That's a very toxic mindset, because then in the end, they'll never grow up. They'll just constantly be this child, and everyone else will start having problems, and they'll start causing problems for everyone else. Because as much as that's upsetting, like this person didn't get their childhood, they didn't get to act as a child, there's a reason why you act as a child when you're younger and as an adult when you're older, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that experience has to pay off. You have to treat adults like adults, right?
It's gonna be my takeaway for today. Adults aren't always adults.
Yep.
Ah.
The worst part of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you want to move on to the last topic we have?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. This is.
We actually got through
I don't
all
know
of
if
them.
we. Yeah, let's go. I don't know if we have an answer for that. I don't know if we have an answer for that. Chat, please help us. How do you break the glass ceiling? I feel like as VTubers, we reach this glass ceiling of 10 or 20 followers average viewers. And then there's this next glass ceiling, which is like 50, 60. There is 100. There's the 500. Then it's beyond with a hammer. How do you grow beyond that? How? Tell me how. Take this. Give me the gun.
I feel like.
Do you feel like you reached this glass ceiling and you don't know how to advance forward? Feet picks.
Yeah.
Wait. Feet pics. Oh my gosh.
Only feet.
Only feet.
Oh my god.
I
That
definitely
is
feel
a
like
very true statement.
yeah. I feel like I definitely that happened. It's happening now because I feel like after coming back from my hiatus, like I have declined a lot, and now like I am barely hitting the glass ceiling of when I first started streaming, and so now it's just kind of like, how do I get past that? Because I've lost people during my hiatus. It's like, how do you continue to grow when you've hit a bump in the road, hit a stump? The tree branches are broken. How do you grow more?
How do you climb?
Yeah.
How do you
Mhm.
climb on a broken ladder?
Yeah, with a broken ladder, huh? I I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't taken a break yet. I know it's gonna happen eventually, and I'm terrified that I'm gonna come back and it's just gonna be zero viewers the entire time.
You will never
But
have
this,
zero, but
You'll never
you
have
will
zero.
obviously you will have the core viewers stay there, but you will
Mm-hmm.
lose the
yeah,
temporary ones. That's the frightening thing. Of
it's
the
almost like a
frightening
good
thing
thing.
is discovering who is the core viewers and who's just been a temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, like I almost think persistence is the hugest key when it comes to streaming, and it's so cliche, but like especially when it comes to breaking like the glass ceiling, it's breaking like coming back from streaming and then realizing you've lost half your viewers. Like I feel like if you lose stuff, you can also gain it back, right? Like it may not
Mm-hmm.
be the same people, but you can still get viewers
Mhm.
back. And a lot of that comes from just putting yourself out there, streaming and being creative, doing what you usually do, just getting back into it and realizing why, like, why you want to do it in the first place. It all goes back to the beginning of when you started streaming. So, like, for me, it's like if I want to take that hammer and break the glass ceiling, then I just need to keep going and just keep pushing forward because eventually I'm going to find those like viewers who want to stick around. I'm going to find those like viewers who enjoy me as a person and the content that I create. So like if I just keep going and give them that chance to find me, then eventually I'm going to be growing and it's not going to be just 20
Mm.
viewers, it's going to be 25, it's going to be 30, it's going to be 35. It just you slowly grow. Other people it's easy. Like it's easy for them to reach that cap. But at the same time, for on the other side, other people it's not easy. You just got to keep being persistent.
Persistence to the point though, if after a year no visible growth, it's probably more important to try and figure out a new approach. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
agree with Evil. You gotta keep in mind the three pillars of streaming, which is consistency, creativity, and networking. And you have to bring this non-stop. You have to be consistent. Obviously, you have to be creative, and all of the time think. One of my best streams recently was the feet stream, which is completely stupid. Why would people watch my feet with painted face talk to each
Mm-hmm.
other? And I'm gonna do the interview. Why would people sit there and watch me interview someone else's feet? Because it's stupid, it's funny, and nobody's done that. Um, and there's also the involvement of people. I feel like the reason that my D&D campaign is my best one, my best stream, is because it has the VTubers involved, and once you have a VTuber in that world, they're in the world, so they might come in and watch other groups playing because they think, what if they interact with my character? But that's a lot of interactions, a lot of networking. Whenever I get a new collab partner, I always think, what can I do with them? When can I collab with them? Um, that growing is at one point you have to shed your skin, shed some people away that you don't need, focus on the new people that you need. Understand that some people shed you away. That's also something that happens, and that's how you grow. You know, like a snake. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
snake. You shed the old skin, keep growing, get bigger.
Yeah. I totally agree. Like, and also like if you don't put enough like creativity and like don't try to do something different all the time, like I mean, like it's not about like views in the end. It's like you start getting bored of it too. Like I've heard so many people get like so burnt out. It's happened to me.
Hmm.
So burnt out just streaming the same stuff like games after games after games. But like it's just like you start losing passion for what you're doing because it's just so repetitive and so monotone, you know? Like if you're losing interest in it and if you lose interest in it, your viewers are going to lose interest in it, right?
Anko. Yes. Talking about games, for
um
example, I see people who burn out because they play the same game, like only Diablo, only
yeah.
League of Legends,
Mm-hmm.
only Apex, only Valorant. So I'm trying to play small games that are finishable, that I can finish them on stream and move on to the next game. Um, but I don't want to get stuck in that burnout thingy. And even in like you do with talk show in D&D, I do seasons. So I take a season, then I take a break between seasons, do some other stuff. And now with D&D, I do like a 1 week D&D, 1 week not D&D. So next week is gonna be D&D week, and this week no D&D to make things fresh. You know?
Yeah, yeah. and keep it spicy. Like
Mhm.
if it's the same stuff over and over again, the burnout is gonna be really intense. And I realized that, and I realized like maybe I need to start spicing up like what I do, so it's not only entertaining for me, it's also entertaining for everyone else who's here. So like maybe like changing up some things. It can be simple as to changing your overlays to changing like what type of content you're streaming at the moment, right? Like that I've realized like maybe community nights are more like entertaining to me because I'm interacting with the viewers, getting to know the viewers way more than just like playing Valorant every like 5
Mhm.
days. Are you trying to ban me, Anko? I
It's
literally just
okay.
got here.
It's a stream element command. We don't have that. I should add that.
I want to add that too.
I'm gonna add it right now.
Oh my god, everyone's trying to ban me now. Guys, please. I'm innocent. It wasn't me. I've been framed.
What did you do?
I don't know, actually. I did something, apparently, though.
You were too honest.
Maybe it's because I'm... Yeah, it's too honest. You do send amazing vids, Anko. They're really hilarious. But yeah, like in general, like I feel like spicing things up can only help it benefit everyone and just help you make your content more exciting, more enjoyable, and you'll be more motivated to stream. So it reignites you.
Mm-hmm.
So, any last words about the glass ceiling or about anything that we talked about?
Be nice on the internet and stop being
Hmm.
children, guys.
I think of it a
Mhm.
stretch. Stop being children. That's so easy to say.
I know, but like stop.
I always try to give power to us as individuals. So when you say stop being children, I want to say stop hanging out with children. But
Mm.
Yeah.
it's so easy to say, but you never know.
Yeah, it's so easy to say that, but then like when you actually get to the situation of like you've met a VTuber who is like mentally a child, it's so much harder to talk to them because they refuse to meet you at the same standards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be careful when it comes to VTuber groups. Choose your leaders and your members wisely. That is my biggest warning to all of you.
Shall we do our takeaways?
Yes, but before that, I have added a ban command.
I'm banned.
Oh, wait, really?
Yes, you can try it now. I'm waiting for Chad to try. Uno card, you ban yourself.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
What have I done?
It should be Uno reverse, not Uno.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Oh, I loved that. And I'm gonna play around with some redeems today.
Mm-hmm. It's always fun to add these kind of redeems.
Yeah. I love commands. They make the game so much more fun.
See, YouTube
game
can't do
stream.
this.
Yeah, if you can do that in Twitch or Kick or stuff like that, it really is it's missing. You need that.
Yeah,
It's disappointing.
it really is. I'll go.
Never
Because
trust
I
mimics.
right.
It's true.
Ah, never trust
Mimicson
mimics.
does bite.
Fingers? I'm gonna eat everything. Yum, yum, yum,
Okay.
yum. I don't need just the fingers. But yeah, let's go to our takeaways. So, Michan. Every week at the end of the podcast, we give takeaways. Everyone choose one takeaway, something like a tip or a one-liner that you learned today. And I'm gonna start with adults aren't always adults, which I think are a big epiphany. And let's see, to remind you, we've been talking about catchphrases. Also to remind everyone, the new catchphrases they have, Nyx is Nyx Chua, Konnichiwa.
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 That's the
Konnichiwa.
cutest thing.
And Miyu is what did we decide for you?
Welcome to the bakery.
Welcome to the bakery. Let's bake. Get in the oven.
Let her
Get into
bake.
the oven. Welcome to the bakery. Get in the oven.
Welcome to the bakery. Get in the oven.
Konban Miyu. Something like that.
Konban Miyu.
Konban Miyu. Ohamiyu. Ohamiyu gozaimasu.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Wait, you have Konnichiwanchan. Okay.
Konnichiwanchan. Oh wait, that's so cute.
Or Konbanwanchan. Konbanwanchan. Konnichiwanchan. Write it down. Use it now, every time.
All right. I got it. I'm writing it down. Got it. Noted.
Konnichiwanchan. It's gonna be so cringe to say.
Konnichiwanchan.
Konnichiwanchan. Konbanwanchan. Get in the oven. It's time to become bread. Bread dog.
Konnichiwanchan. That's wonderful.
So we talked about catchphrases. We talked about good stream versus a bad stream. Your chat, did they change? How to engage with new followers. VTuber groups versus solo. Dealing with manipulation. How to break the glass ceiling. What's your takeaways?
I have one. I just can't figure out how to phrase it.
Give me. I'll phrase it.
You can't fix Humpty Dumpty.
You can't. There will always be cracks.
There will
it's
always be
cracked,
cracks.
Once broken, it will always be cracked.
Correct.
Even crack stays even if you glue them. Once
can't
broken,
fix
there
what's
will
been
always
broken.
be. Can't fix what's broken. Once broken, there will always be cracks. I think sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once broken, there will.
All people
always
have a
be
crack.
cracks. Some people have multiple cracks.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny.
Michan, we're left with you. Do you have a takeaway from today?
Don't let your viewers control your space.
Don't
I
let
think out of all of them, I don't know how to. I don't know how to phrase it.
viewers. Let's go others. Don't let others control your space or your stage.
Your stage.
Your
Stage
stage.
works the best because this
Don't
is a
let others
stage.
control your stage. Yeah.
Mm.
I
You
think in
can always
general.
crack people.
Let me put it in the Discord. So we can keep
Don't let the
that.
viewers either.
And thank you so much for joining us, Miu. What's your plans? What you gonna do later? What's your next stream?
Oh, I'm having my first charity stream tonight at 6
Ooh.
p.m. CST. We're playing some hardcore Minecraft, and viewers can donate to kill me and all sorts of things in the game.
Let's go.
It's
Sounds
gonna be fun.
Woo! What about you, Nyx? What's your plans?
Wanna go get some work done. I might do a stream later tonight, but I'm more focused on doing my hand cam stream this weekend.
Let's go.
I'm gonna be there for that.
And a fit stream in the future.
You know what? I was talking to someone last night, and they said I should add punishments to my hand cam stream because I'm doing a little like challenge, and they're just like, if you fail, you show your feet.
Mhm.
And I was
Wait,
like,
Anko, this is just the manipulation we talked about. Anko, no. If you want to sing on your stream, you think it's free? It's free to sing on someone's stream. No. You sung on my stream. Doesn't mean you gotta sing on everyone's stream. Send her a resume. Send her your resume.
You need
your
3
resume.
references.
Answer in 21 working days if you can appear on her stream or not.
To be fair, I do have like community karaoke night, so.
Oh, that's great then. Anko,
But yeah, I'm
time,
expecting the resume.
first time he sang on stream was on my stream. It will always be there. He's my singer. You're maybe her mod, but you're my singer.
He took all the royalties from you.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do. We're gonna raid someone, but after that, maybe I'll go on stream later. Alnich and I may have been. We might do a collab later. We got some games. We'll try it. Maybe I'll stream before that. I don't know. I didn't have anything in schedule, but um, we'll see. Keep tuned. Until then, let's raid Ash Delta. She's a friend of Rika that I collabed with yesterday. Also, I did a torch reading with Rika and showed my face, and my feet was there as well.
Oh
my
my
foot.
gosh.
So everyone was like, "Oh my god, free foot!" I'm like, yeah, it's a teaser. It's a teaser with 75% for the feet stream.
It's like if you want more, you gotta come by.
Yeah, if you manage to, if you get 100% by the end of the week, Nyx will join.
What?
Oh.
Miyu will join
Uh,
with socks.
oh.
Will we do it? Will we do it with socks?
With socks? Yeah, I got you.
She said yes. Oh my god, we're gonna schedule this.
She said okay, she agreed.
You guys want to
Wait,
see? I have
this
tiny
mean that-
feet though.
Who cares about
All
the
the
size?
better.
I'll make it big in the camera. Don't worry.
I have socks. I'll bring socks.
Listen, it's an interview. My feet are going to interview your feet. They're gonna ask about your day-to-day life. It's gonna be great.
And time to order Shiba socks.
Mm. Also, if you have an instrument, we might ask you to play that with your feet during the interview.
Oh God. I have to
What if it's a
drag my
flute?
piano into my room. Oh wait, how would I play my flute? Wait, hold on.
I don't
How
know.
do I
Find a
play my piano?
way.
How do I blow into? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you have a few days to figure this out. Unless if we do it today. Oh, and Bad Mojo. You two gonna play Bad Mojo. Or Nyx with Queen. Or, oh my god. Oh, so many options. Do whatever you want. Again, thank you so much for joining. If you're not following Nyx, here's Nyx's thingy. Twitch. And next Thursday on your channel, right?
Yes, next Thursday on my channel.
Next Thursday on Nyx's channel, we're gonna have another the episode 18 with another special guest. Who that is? Post your comments down below and guess. And the winner who managed to guess who will win a reward, a picture of feet. We don't promise
Whose feet?
Whose feet? You'll guess.
Yeah, you'll get feet though. Don't worry about it.
If it's
But
under
yeah,
my
thank
you guys
feet,
so
it will be
much.
in socks.
Mimic podcast, Mimic Nyx Miyu podcast raid. We have Dice, we have Puppy, and we have a Mushroom. People say, why don't you have a raid command? Because I want to make a new, different, unique one for every stream. So, thank you again, Miyu, for joining us so much.
Yes,
thank you,
thank
Nyx,
you.
for
Oh,
episode
thank you
17
so much
of
for
this
inviting me.
amazing podcast. I love this so much.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, of course.
And thank you-
Anytime.
Mimic, for continuing to be here.
Anytime. I love doing this. I love this. I learned so much from this. And thank you to the
Mhm.
viewers, amazing people who were here for us. We have Ryu and Evil and Kuwu and Anko and anyone else that's been visiting. Thank you so much. And we'll see you all next week. Or I'll
See
be
you guys
back.
next time.
Boy.
Ladies, that's the time to say your new catchphrase. Do it.
Get in the oven.
No, it's the end of the stream. It's get out of the oven.
Get out of the oven.
I don't have money to buy one.
Go wash the dishes.
Get out of the oven. Get out.
You're
Go.
burnt. Get out of the oven.
Hello. Bye. Have fun with
Bye-bye.
Final Fantasy.
Bye, boy.
Okay, rated, stream stop. Ash
Hey.
Delta.
Let me stop on my
Another
end.
successful run.